And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Monday live stream where I answer your questions about cell phone plans and help you save the most money possible on your cell phone bill. I feel like we had a pretty crazy week in tech last week. Apple was going strong with their Studio Display XDR. We've got the Galaxy S26 that is out, that is here, that is in the flesh. It's going to try and take the case off, but it's kind of on there. Coincidentally, I have all my Galaxy phones actually. We can do a little Galaxy spread for you. So many generations of Galaxy phones. We had iPhone 17e be announced and come out. That was exciting. I feel like so much has been happening. And the Best Cell Phone Plans 2026 video dropped. So I'm curious in the chat, let me know if you guys have seen that. Now, of course, before we get into it, we have to welcome all of you smiling faces in the chat to the live stream. We've got Tommy here. Tommy, great to see you as always. Nick is here. We've got GS, welcome. Hello from California. Hello. Big Tank is here. What's good, Stetson? What is good, Big Tank? Great to see you here. We've got Iceberg. Hi, S. Hi, Iceberg. Thoughts on the total iPhone SE deal? I'm going to star that comment, Max, and we will get back to that. But great to see you here. We've got the Realist Jams. Welcome to chat. Great to see you. GS, what up, Stetson? Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. Yes, I got it early. Where do you even get a trifold? Diana, TGI Stetson. Yeah, I guess hopefully it's one of the few things you look forward to on a Monday, right? Usually it's Friday is everything, what people are excited about. Bass Fraud is here. Oh man, you guys already are coming in with questions. So great to see everyone. Cool username USA. Welcome. Freddie, hello. Taylor, hello. Ron, hello. G Parani, hello. Welcome. Before we get into the stream today and talk about iPhone 17e and Galaxy S26 and all of the deals that the carriers are offering, we of course have to thank our sponsor for this live stream, that is Back Market. So we'll be right back right after this. This live stream is brought to you by Back Market. Back Market is the leading marketplace for refurbished electronics. You can get an iPhone 15 Pro from $412, a Galaxy S23 Ultra from $364, a Pixel 8 Pro from $286, or an iPhone 14 from $263. All Back Market phones are certified refurbished. This means they've gone through a thorough quality inspection of the screen, speakers, ports, buttons, microphones, cameras, and more to verify the phones are 100% fully functional. Back Market also offers free 30-day returns and protects your purchase with their free 1-year warranty. When you combine getting an affordable plan with an affordable phone off of Back Market, you save yourself thousands of dollars compared to one of those free phone deals from a big carrier. Back Market is also offering you an extra $20 off with code BYOD20 for a limited time, so check them out at the link below. Now, back to the stream. And we are back. All right, time to dive in, answer your guys' question, talk about whatever you want to talk about. First, Max is coming in. Thoughts on the total iPhone 17e deal? There are actually quite a few iPhone 17e deals that, in my opinion, are annoyingly good. Why are they annoying? Because I'm not a big iPhone 17e fan. I would so much rather people, speaking of Back Market, right? Go on Back Market, grab a refurbished iPhone 15 Pro, and then get a plan of your choice. But the iPhone 17e deals are insane. So let's pull those up and we can kind of walk through why they're so good and which carriers are offering the best ones. So total iPhone 17e, bam, and let me go ahead and share the screen. I feel like I'm in a Zoom call. Let's get the screen sharing going. Share, can you guys see this? Hopefully everyone can see this. All right, total wireless. iPhone 17e is available for pre-order, shipping March 11th. You can get it for $300, so 50% off. and $25 a month service credit for a year with total 5G plus unlimited. That is $600 in savings. Wow, that's actually outstanding. So the phone, $300, already amazing. And then $25 of service credit on top of it. And the total 5G plus plan, this is their total 5G plus. This is their top of the line plan. So this is, I think, going to include the Disney, total 5G plus. So instead of $60, it'll be $35 a month, taxes and fees included. Now, it's not as great of a deal as if you were to bring your own device, but still, you're getting $300 off the iPhone 17e right off the bat. That's really compelling. Unlimited high-speed data on the Verizon network. This is priority data, the same as Verizon postpaid customers. Unlimited hotspot at 5 megabits per second, 720p video streaming, and really great international features. That is one heck of a good deal. Yeah, no, that's what I said. It's annoying. Like, that is such a good value. And I'm not a big iPhone 17e fan, but it's so good. It's so good. I'm curious. All right, if we go to back market, let's say we want the iPhone 15 Pro. This is the oldest iPhone that will support all of the Apple Intelligence features. And even this phone, all right, getting a really good value. We do maybe good condition. $468. A great deal. A great deal. Funny enough, my dad actually just bought this very phone. I was like, hey, Dad, I got this awesome sponsor, Back Market. And he was like, oh, tell me more. And I was telling him about it. And he's like, oh, this sounds perfect. He was looking for a new phone, upgrading from his iPhone 12 mini, if you can believe that. And he ended up getting an iPhone 15 Pro refurbished. It was like in perfect condition. He was totally impressed. But yeah, that is still $468 compared to $300 for a brand new iPhone 17e. And I think a lot of people are going to be intrigued by not only the cheaper price, but the fact that it's a brand new phone and the fact that you're getting service credits as well. So that super, super compelling. Another carrier that has a really good iPhone 17e deal is Visible. I was actually really surprised to see this. If we go to deals, CR deals, iPhone 17e on us, okay? Forget 50% off, forget the service credits. You can get the iPhone 17e for free. There's a catch, and the catch is the device is given to you in service credits. So it's $25 a month in service credits for 24 months, and that is $600 in savings. Now, the good news is I'm trying to think. The plan is more expensive. This requires that Visible Plus Pro plan. Right now, that's on sale for $40 a month, right? So if you check out our plans, you can do Visible Plus Pro for $40 a month. In that first year, this will be, the phone is free. The plan is $40 a month versus the phone is $300. The plan is, we're going to have to get a spreadsheet going, Max. This is a loaded question. The plan is $35. I personally would go for Visible. I think Visible has a better app, better mobile experience. The Visible Plus Pro plan is better, in my opinion, than the total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. So if we just we're going to have to do by carrier here. Pull up Visible's plan. Visible, and then total wireless. Boop. All right. Scrolling down. Yeah. So we already covered the total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. Great plan. Also comes with Disney Plus if you are into that. Visible Plus Pro. Here's what makes Visible Plus Pro fantastic. Same unlimited high-speed priority data, 3 times faster hotspot data. Instead of unlimited hotspot at 5 megabits per second, you're getting unlimited hotspot at 15 megabits per second. You're also getting better video streaming quality. Instead of 720p, you can stream videos at up to full 4K quality. That is going to make YouTube videos, social media, TikTok, Instagram, all of those are going to load faster, and you're going to have a better experience on Visible Plus Pro. Additionally, smartwatch line is included for free. Now, I am no expert, but from my perception, it would seem to me more people have smartwatches and smartwatch lines than they do tablet lines. So I think Visible Plus Pro will likely be, that'll be an added benefit. Additionally, you get great international features as well. These can kind of go either way. Visible Plus Pro is really nice because you get 2 free international days per month with the ability to accumulate up to 24 days per year. And those work in all supported countries. I think over 180, maybe over 200, depends how the carriers count countries. Total 5G, it's 10 gigs in over 30 countries. I think it's specifically 31 countries, a lot of Latin American countries, and maybe a couple Asia countries as well. So in my opinion, I would hop on Visible. I think the app is better. I think the experience is going to be a little bit better. I think the plan features are a little bit better as well. So definitely probably what I would sign up for. And then $25 off a month. So instead of $40, you would be paying, is that right? You'd be paying $15 a month. Oh my God. So you would get the phone and you'd get service credits and you'd net be paying $15 a month for service and the phone. Like that's so good. That's so good. Yeah. So that's what I would lean towards personally. Kind of curious what you guys think about that. Max is saying that that Visible Plus Pro deal is way better than Total 4K video, an app that doesn't suck or lose your phone number, and a free watch line. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Really impressive offers from both Total Wireless and Visible. I'm going Visible. It looks like they're also offering $480 off the Google Pixel 10a. And then I believe that these deals will stack with their just regular $5 off promo codes, because this just requires you to port your phone number in, I believe, versus, yeah, let's just go ahead. Boom. All right. So at checkout, select port in your number, port in from an eligible carrier. That's pretty much it. So you port in a phone number and you can stack the 5 off 5 with the device deal. At least that's my current understanding. I might be mistaken on that, but it looks like they do stack. The deal on Visible says coming soon, Realist Jams. That will be launching when the device comes out. So I think the device starts shipping March 11th, and that will be when Visible's deal goes live. I think there's some restriction. I don't know how it works. Some carriers are able to offer like the pre-order deals. Like think about it, right? Every year when the new iPhone comes out, when the new Samsung Galaxy phone comes out, the major carriers, T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T, they have the deals, the trade-in deals, the device promos ready to go. You can pre-order from your carrier. If you're going with a prepaid carrier, you're going with Mint, US Mobile, Visible, they don't do the pre-orders. Instead, they actually have to wait until launch day before they're able to start selling the device. I don't know how come that is, but that's just the way it is. G. Prani, can you read my Reddit post? That is a big question. I appreciate the super chat and the generosity. Let me see if I can find it. Tourists to get GCI coverage in Alaska. Do you have an Alaska trip coming up? That is my question. All right, 1 day ago. Here we go. Boom. I'm assuming this is you. We're kind of exposing your username. Hope that's okay. What is the best way for a tourist to get GCI coverage while traveling in Alaska? Looks like the top response here, US Mobile will cost $2 to switch network, T-Mobile to AT&T, and then get an AT&T line. AT&T will roam onto GCI with MVNOs like US Mobile. That's interesting. So it looks like the roaming agreement is passed on to the MVNOs. We don't always see that, but it looks like we are seeing that for this particular agreement. T-Mobile does not allow for roaming to GCI by MVNOs, at least from what I am reading. And your friend should most likely be covered based on where you're going. And yeah, Wi-Fi calling looks like that is all included. And then satellite messaging What's funny is Apple announced free satellite messaging for the iPhone 14 and have not begun charging for it in any capacity. So that's still included. Included. Interesting. And you could also go with GCI directly. $60 though. That is expensive. That is expensive. Interesting. It looks like T-Mobile directly will roam, but you might have more limitations on data usage. Sim Local, interesting, has roaming on GCI with their Smart Roam eSIM. IP address is from Jersey, so that will mean probably higher latency, increased time while routing. But yeah, interesting. It's the same network. Alaska Wireless Network. Huh. That is super cool. Lots of detail there. So yeah, I personally don't know the answer, so I would go based off of the helpful Redditors here who are contributing to the post. But yeah, GPRI, I hope that is helpful. And yeah, I wish I could contribute more, but it really does sound like go with AT&T because all the AT&T MVNOs will roam. Otherwise, it sounds like T-Mobile will include a certain amount of roaming. And they do only include 200 megabytes per month. So worth keeping that in mind. Or going with the Sim Local thing or the Smart Roam eSIM. So I hope that's helpful. And thank you so much. All right, Ruben, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Does Visible Plus have faster download speeds than US Mobile Warp Starter Plan, San Antonio, Texas, and other major cities? Ruben, this is a great question, and the answer is sometimes. So let me dive into the reason why and what's going on here. So the two plans you are specifically asking about, we actually have one of them here, Visible Plus Pro and US Mobile, Visible Plus, not the Pro one, just Visible Plus. Boom. And then US Mobile Unlimited Starter. Let's go ahead and reset this. US Mobile Unlimited Starter Warp. And we'll just grab the monthly one and we can compare plans now or in a few moments as the website thinks about it. The answer kind of comes down to no, but also yes sometimes. And it's related to the priority data and the network prioritization that each of these plans have. And we'll just wait a couple seconds for these plans to load, but that's at the core. Here we go. I'm so pumped for the new website. I'm thinking the new Best Phone Plan site, we might be able to get something launched later this week. I would be so stoked on that, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. So here's the answer, Ruben. US Mobile Unlimited Starter Warp. First of all, a little bit more affordable, $25 versus $35. Of course, it is $30 a month right now with that promo code, but a little bit cheaper. You're getting 70 gigs of high-speed data before unlimited at 1 megabit per second. Now, here's the big difference where it comes to data speeds. US Mobile's Unlimited Starter Plan is deprioritized, whereas Visible Plus comes with priority data. Now, what does this mean? It means if there is no one else on the cell tower, right? It's just you. Maybe you're out hiking, you're connecting to a tower. There's no one else. There's no congestion. Both of these plans alone will give you the same performance. They will give you the best performance that that tower can deliver at that time. And they'll both hit, whatever the peak speeds are. Maybe it's 1500 megabits per second. Maybe it's 2000 megabits per second. Maybe it's more like 800 megabits per second. Okay. Both will give you the same speeds. However, in the city, such as San Antonio, maybe another major city, maybe New York, maybe Denver, maybe San Francisco, if there are more people on the cell tower, it's rush hour traffic, everyone's streaming their Spotify music, their podcast episodes, they're FaceTiming their mom, they've got kids in the back who are streaming some random TV show on Netflix. That's putting load on the tower, and the tower now needs to choose how to prioritize those connections. And in those scenarios, Visible Plus, with its priority data, will get faster data speeds. How much faster? It's tough to say. That has not been quantified yet. And I don't even think Verizon engineers could necessarily tell you because There's probably so many variables involved, but you will get faster speeds when the network is busy, when it's crowded and congested on Visible Plus. US Mobile, high probability it'll still be a usable connection, but during certain times it might not be usable. I remember one time I was in Kanab, Utah with my friend Gabe, and he was on Verizon. He was on Verizon Unlimited Welcome, deprioritized. I had a Visible Plus line with priority data. I was getting 5 down and had a usable connection, and he had a deprioritized plan and was getting under a megabit per second down, and content was struggling to load. So sometimes it really can make a difference, but most of the time I don't think you're going to notice too much of a difference. My advice, Ruben, if you're torn between the two, is to consider starting with a plan that is deprioritized, right? See if this will work for you and you can enjoy the extra savings. If you feel like you're noticing slow speeds, content isn't loading as quickly as you'd like, you feel like you're being deprioritized, okay, that's when you jump to a plan with priority data and you can experiment and see if this feels faster and your content loads more quickly and you're able to use it during times when the network is busy. So same speeds when the network is not busy. Visible Plus will give you faster speeds when the network is busy. And I hope that's helpful. All right, next we have a super chat from Taylor. Taylor, thank you so much. Hi, what's your opinion on AT&T's upcoming plan changes, knowing the starter plan is going away? Would you still recommend the new value plan to AT&T customers? This is a fantastic question, and we actually are basing this off of a Reddit post. So unfortunately, not the most, I don't know, it's not official yet. And I am tempted to wait for the official announcement before making too many judgments and comparisons. But let's go through what is going on with AT&T's plan. What is theoretically going to be new and different based on this Reddit post from 6 days ago? So if we go to AT&T's website, actually AT&T is a garbage website. Let's go to my website and let's go ahead and do carrier AT&T, and this will give us all of AT&T's postpaid plans. So AT&T, let's also limit the lines to 1 line, and discounts, we just want regular price. Perfect. So AT&T has a total of 5 cell phone plans right now, okay? Your 5 options are the AT&T 4 gig plan. This is a horrendous value, $50 a month for 4 gigs. They have the Value Plus plan, which is $51 a month for unlimited high-speed data, deprioritized, no hotspot, 480p video. Unlimited Starter SL, this is my top pick, gives you everything you need at a great price. $66 a month, deprioritized, 5 gigs of hotspot, 480p video, and some add-ons and some international roaming options. This is my top pick because it is the most affordable plan that is also eligible for AT&T's best device trade-in deals. Net cost of the phone and service, especially for families, ends up being really good on AT&T Unlimited Starter. Mid-tier plan is Unlimited Extra EL, $10 extra for a single line, $76 a month. Upgrades you to 75 gigs of priority data, 30 gigs of hotspot, the same 480p video, and then the same international add-ons. Unlimited Premium PL, top of the line plan, another $10 extra to $86 per month. This time giving you unlimited priority, doubling your hotspot from 30 gigs to 60 gigs, and giving you full 4K video streaming, and then pretty much the same add-ons as before. So based on the Reddit post, what is changing? The new value plan, okay, is upgrading you to unlimited talk, text, and data in the US, Canada, and Mexico. They're giving you 5 gigs of premium data. That is just so weird to me. Because right now it's deprioritized. So it's weird that they would even give you 5 gigs of priority data. Maybe it's to try and give you like a better network experience, better perceived network experience. But then if all AT&T customers have priority data, does anyone have priority data? And is this really a ploy to get more people to sign up for AT&T Turbo, right? If suddenly the entire AT&T customer base is effectively using QCI8 priority data, does that mean the network becomes more congested? slower, and it makes this turbo boost more compelling and actually start selling to their customers? That is what I wonder. All right, in terms of the other plan changes, 3 gigs of hotspot data, that is nice. That'll, come in handy in a pinch. Standard definition video streaming, and then unlimited texting from the US to 200 countries. Going back to my comparison here, that pretty much is in line. Looks like the Canada and Mexico data will be increased from 4 gigs to unlimited, which is nice. That's actually staying unlimited. I was looking at the 4 gig plan versus the Value Plus plan. Getting that hotspot data, 3 gigs will be super nice. Was there any mention of the price change? That is my question. Value is $50. So it looks like a price decrease. Now, the big question is what happens with the device trade-in deal eligibility. I don't think Value Plus is eligible for the device trade-in deals, at least in the same capacity as Unlimited Starter. So you might be losing out on those. Plan overall improved, seems like about the same price, but without those device trade-in deals, maybe not as good of a value overall. In terms of the next plan, I think Unlimited Starter is going away, which means Unlimited Extra is going to be the new sort of mid-tier plan. And this is effectively going to start pricing everyone up. So if you want the device deals, you're going to have to go with Extra. And that means you're going from a $50 plan to a $76 plan. Am I reading that right? Let's go to Reddit, the top. So value 50. Extra actually looks like they're dropping the price to 70. So that is nice to see, but it's still going to be a little bit of a price hike, right? So instead of getting the best device trade-in deals for $66 a month, all of a sudden it's going to be $70 a month. So kind of an interesting price hike there. So 50 to 70. 75 gigs of priority data is getting increased to 100, and the hotspot data is going from 30 gigs to 50 gigs. This is nice. I think, like, what's funny is if people signed up on Unlimited Extra, the plan works for them, and they will likely not be using more than 75 gigs. So going from 75 to 100 gigabytes of premium data is effectively changing the experience for no one, right? Like, no one who is on the existing Unlimited Extra plan is going to be benefiting from either of these two changes, likely because they have already learned to live with 75 gigs of premium data and 30 gigs of hotspot. So this is like, I don't know, maybe it makes AT&T's plan compare a little bit better in the industry, but no existing customer is going to be fully utilizing this. All right, Unlimited Premium. Is there a price change here? Unlimited Premium, oh my gosh, actually going up to $90 a month. Previously, this was $86 a month. So $4 price increase. Really, AT&T is hiking you up the ladder here. In terms of features, unlimited talk, text, and data in the US, Canada, Mexico, and 20 select Latin American countries. That's actually extremely similar to what they have now. It is, oh, I actually don't, hang on, let's view full details. I think it's like 17 Latin American countries right now. Oh yeah, no, it's exactly the same. Free unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data included in Canada, Mexico, and 19 Latin American countries. So that is actually unchanged. That is the same feature there. Unlimited premium data, that is the same. 100 gigs of hotspot, that is a big increase. You're going from 60 gigs to 100 gigs of hotspot. Again, no existing customer, in my opinion, is going to be able to utilize this, or will be utilizing this, is probably a better way to phrase that, because they've already learned to live with 60 gigs of hotspot. Like, the percentage of users that will go from 60 gigs to 100 gigs is very small. Think about it. If people needed more than 60 gigs of hotspot, they would have been on another plan already. Maybe this will attract a couple of high hotspot users, but I'm dubious. 4K UHD streaming available. This is also the same as before. It is tricky though. You actually need to go into your AT&T account and turn on 4K video streaming. It is off by default for all customers. One thing that is new is 50% off a watch or tablet plan per line on premium. So that is nice. It kind of reduced the cost of those accessory plans, which are kind of expensive. $10 for a watch add-on and $20 for a tablet line. So that would drop it to $5 for a watch and $10 for a tablet. And you get to the point where, okay, I think it's going to be 70 for the new unlimited extra plan, 90 for the new unlimited premium, like 70 plus 20 for a tablet is already 90. Maybe you're thinking, all right, I'll start at 90, get all these extra features, and then only spend 10 for a tablet line, right? So another way to kind of hike you up that pricing ladder. Okay, discounts. This is where things get interesting. AT&T offers a signature discount, and this gives you $10 off per line per month of unlimited premium. And it looks like that is increasing to 20% off, which is interesting. So 20% of 90 is going to be $18 off per line per month, which would almost make it the same cost as extra, which is effectively the same discount we have now. So that's going to be incredible. Appreciation savings. Additional tier discount based on rate plan. Value is 10%, extra 15%, premium equals 20%. My guess is that this might be related to the first responder type discount. So if we do AT&T signature discount, let me see if I can pull up the correct page here. They do have two, and I just want to, so here we are. There are two discounts. One is for, I think it's business employees. I'll just show you the two discounts. So one is $10 off per line per month of unlimited premium. I believe this is increasing from $10 a month to 20%. And that would knock it down to, instead of 90, 72, something like that. The second type of discount is straight 25% off your bill. This one is way better. It's for military members and veterans, retired responders, I think teachers, teachers, and I think nurses and physicians. Those are the people who are eligible for this extra good deal. To me, it sounds like this may be rebranded as appreciation savings, and the percentage discount might change based on the tier. Now, do I know this? No idea. I'm kind of speculating, but it would make sense in my mind for the discount to change based on the tier plan you have. And those discounts for military veterans, retired responders, teachers, nurses, and physicians, they're the only ones using that percentage-based discount right now. The other ones are just $10 off per line per month. To be determined. We'll have more details come March 12th. Higher promotional, this is where things get interesting. So higher promotional credit offers on extra and premium with the trade-in turn-in offers. I'm assuming this means that value plans are getting shafted when it comes to getting as much trade-in credit as the other plans. This is in line with the other cellular companies, but is stupid nonetheless. This is huge. And I think this is really where AT&T will be making more money and getting people to climb up the ladder of their new plans. Having unlimited starter right now be eligible for the best AT&T deals makes it an unbeatable value. It seems like AT&T has realized this and is pulling a page out of Verizon and T-Mobile's playbook, where their entry-level plans, T-Mobile Essentials and Verizon Unlimited Welcome, are not eligible for the same tier of device discounts. Instead of getting $830 off, the entry-level plans are typically getting $300 off, maybe $400 off. So people, when they go with a big carrier, they typically want the best device deals, best discounts, best promotions. To get those on AT&T, it sounds like you're going to need to get unlimited extra and premium. Something that is unclear is, will AT&T further delineate between extra and premium? Like, will extra get $830 off and premium will be the plan that gets $1,000 off or $1,100 off? That is yet to be seen. I think if they do that, more people will be more upset. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. It is what the other carriers are doing. I wouldn't put it past them. There's a BYOD switcher offer, $10 off premium plus extra, $5 off value. So basically, if you switch, it sounds like you'll get $10 off the premium line, bringing it from 90 to 80, $5 off extra, bringing it from 70 to 65. That's actually a pretty good value on extra. Downside is if you bring your own device, my understanding is to keep that promotional credit, you won't be able to take advantage of the device upgrade offers. So kind of a wash. And then business plans are getting replaced with 3.0 versions. Yeah, my takeaway, it's not good for consumers, in my opinion, right? I think at the core, AT&T's current plans, like Unlimited Starter is such a good value. And that's why it won my top pick for the best plan for families. Net cost of Unlimited Starter plus the best device trade-in deals. I mean, it was insane. We go to AT&T.com right now. Okay, their offers. iPhone 17 Pro for $0 with the trade-in. Okay, Unlimited Starter is eligible for this promotion. iPhone 17e for $6 a month. Unlimited Starter is eligible for that. A free Pixel 10 Pro XL. How do we get that over? Free Google Pixel 10 XL, Google Pixel 10 Pro, excuse me. When you trade in any year, any condition, Unlimited Starter is eligible for that. We've got the iPhone 17 Pro Max, $1,100 off. Unlimited Starter is eligible for that. With the new setup, the AT&T value plan, it will not be eligible for these offers. And that's really gonna, ironically, kill the net value of that plan. And what are people gonna want? I mean, you go to the AT&T site and you want the offers. And to get those, instead of spending $66 a month, you're gonna be spending $70 a month minimum. What has yet to be determined for me is gonna be the 4-line pricing. Let's actually see if we can pull this up right now on AT&T's website. So $30, $40, and $55. I'm curious if anything has changed. We'll have to go to the plans. All right, they are showing 4-line pricing right now. They're factoring in the signature discount already with unlimited premium. Again, $10 a line a month in savings there. So current lineup, 36, 41, 51. The new setup, 30, 40, 55. So same price for value. Extra is about the same price. Premium going up $5 per line per month. This is for 4 lines. That is a $20 per month price increase. Again, this is a price increase, okay? No getting around it. Maybe value. It's not going to be good, you guys. It's not going to be good. At $30 a line plus taxes, I mean, you're looking at maybe $36 a line. You should be going with US Mobile, especially if AT&T is dropping the device discount eligibility, right? If you're not getting the device discounts, go with a carrier that has a crazy affordable plan, $25 a month for unlimited premium right now. Even if you do monthly, well, monthly, it's more expensive, but it's also more premium. Unlimited Starter would probably be more comparable. Go with this, $25 a month, and buy your devices from the manufacturer or buy them from channel sponsor back market. Like, get a great deal on a phone, a great deal on a plan. The net cost is going to be so much lower. So we'll see. Taylor, that hopefully helps answer your question. It was very long-winded. But yeah, I'm excited to see the official release and announcement in just a couple days here and to break everything down, do the full pricing analysis, and see what changes with those discounts. Green, thank you so much for your generosity and support. My cousin has an iPhone XR. He only does basic stuff on his phone, text calling and video watching. Would you recommend a discount 16E or the new 17E? The answer is the 17E. And the reason is because the improvements Apple made are really good quality of life improvements. Off the top of my head, I know they added MagSafe, and I feel like they did something else. Wireless charging. I think that's what they added. Let me actually Google this. All right, iPhone 16e versus 17e. The 17e is the one to get. Just if you're gonna upgrade, the quality of life improvements are are worth it. All right, we can unfortunately rip someone's content here with the AI summary. iPhone 17e offers key upgrades over the 16e, so faster A19 chip, double the base storage. That will definitely increase the longevity of your friend's phone. 15-watt MagSafe charging, and the C1X modem, which I actually think is pretty good. It's in the iPhone Air, pretty comparable. OLED screen, I think. Yeah. Oh, and Ceramic Shield too. That is also a really good improvement. Ceramic Shield seems much more scratch resistant than previous generations of iPhones. So definitely, if you're between the 16e or the 17e, in my opinion, it is worth splurging and getting that new iPhone 17e. Tommy, have you heard of Noble Mobile? They pay you $20. Tommy, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I am thankful that this comment is not a zip code, 00003 or whatever. I have heard of Noble Mobile, and I like the idea and the model. Candidly, it's not a good value. So if we take a look at Noble Mobile's plans, it is the No Bull plan. Unlimited data, no hidden fees, up to $20 back in loyalty rewards. Of course, it's not true unlimited data. Plan specifics, data dividends. What's going on here? All right. Anything under 20 gigs a month, you'll earn cashback rewards. We'll grow your Noble Cash at 5.5% annually. So it's kind of like turning your cell phone bill into an investment vehicle. Basically, they're saying, you're overpaying for your cell phone service. We are going to acknowledge that. And instead of charging less, we will still charge you more for your cell phone service. And then we will invest the money and grow your dividends for you, which gives you a perceived value. When really you could be getting way more data at a better price from other carriers. So if you're using less than 4 gigs a month, this is showing estimated savings. So estimated Noble Cash. So the cash is the cash back you get. You have to be using 20 gigs or less, under 20 gigs, in order for this to make sense. Like $3 a month in cash back on a plan that's $50 a month. So you're spending $47. Like, that's so expensive. That's so expensive. It's an interesting model. I think that this almost reminds me of the carriers that donate for you, right? Like Credo Mobile. They're able to make donations because they factor in the donation amounts to the price of their plans, right? Like 1 gig for $35. You can get 2 gigs for $10 from US Mobile, but this will allow you to donate to different causes. And the only way that mechanic works is by having the plan start out as so expensive. The only way this mechanic works where you get cash back is you overpay on your bill and then get the cash back that you could have saved anyway and invested yourself. So, not necessarily against it, but I feel like it's expensive. I want the details. Unlimited everything. It's on T-Mobile's network. Data security. Okay. Unlimited international calling. $5 a day. There's an asterisk. There's no way it's truly unlimited. Can I keep my phone number? All right. Is data really unlimited? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so yes, you can use as much as you want, but if you use more than 20 gigs, you won't get your Noble Cash for that month. Don't worry, your service will still work great no matter how much you use. Interesting. This does sound like it is being advertised as truly unlimited. Not slowing down to 512 kilobits per second, but truly unlimited. Not sure how they swung that. Seems like a unique offer. They might be relying on the cashback incentive to say, hey, if you use more than 20 gigs, like you shouldn't get this. And the fact, like, let's say it's a $50 20 gig plan, you can get 70 gigs from US Mobile for $25. So, all right, are there taxes? Our Noble plan is $50 a month plus tax. Comes out to $2 to $4 a month, depending on your state, and that's it. It's just so expensive. It's just so expensive. And really, yeah, if we do the savings calculator, so if you use under 4 gigs, let's say you use 4 gigs, and the cost is $54 a month after tax, you get $19 back, $35 a month for 4 gigs. You can get 5 gigs for $15 from our friends over at US Mobile. Okay? Or you can go with Tello or Mobile X or Helium Mobile, right? So many options. Interesting mechanic. You can save money and get a better plan from another carrier. I would say save the money yourself and invest it yourself. Anyway, hope that's helpful, Tommy. I appreciate you. Realist Jams, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Do you think deprioritized is bad at a big college? No, I do not, because in 2026, I would hope that your college and your college's IT department has excellent campus Wi-Fi, and most people are going to be on that. So I don't think deprioritization will be a factor in college, and most people will likely be paying attention in class. As I'm saying this, I'm like, maybe it's not true. No, but if you're paying attention in class, you're likely not on your phone. The usage of the cellular networks will likely not be too bad. I actually don't think you're going to notice. I remember on my campus, I was on Wi-Fi most of the time. Was it awesome? No. They capped the Wi-Fi at 100 megabits per second. Like, are you kidding me? Why? But it still got the job done. And yeah, I think most people are going to be on Wi-Fi, especially if you think about it, right? I would hold up my laptop, but it's plugged in. We're using it for streaming. But you have students, they're on their iPads, right? Doing student things, typing their essay or whatever. iPad connects to Wi-Fi. If you have an Apple device, your phone will share the Wi-Fi password. Your phone will automatically connect to Wi-Fi. Everyone's going to be on Wi-Fi. Congestion is not going to matter. So I hope that's helpful. Enzo, thank you so much for your generosity and support. For 5 lines, would you recommend Visible Plus Pro or the T-Mobile Military Experience More plan? I'm looking to upgrade devices as well. This is a great question. For 5 lines, I think T-Mobile Military Experience More is going to be the move. So let's go ahead and take a look here. And it kind of depends. It doesn't really depend. I think it's going to be T-Mobile Experience More pretty much no matter what. So compare our Best Unlimited plans. Let's go ahead and pop in the 5 lines. And do we get discounts? Where are we? Where are we on the T-Mobile website right now? Here we go. It doesn't even matter. Military and veterans, continue. So 5 lines, experience more military savings, $160 a month, plus taxes and fees. We'll call it $25. So you're looking at $185 a month net. What's crazy is experience more will include free devices. That's going to be impossible to beat. Visible Plus Pro for 5 lines. I mean, if you get the current discount, it'll be $40 a month times 5 lines. That's already $200, and you haven't even factored in devices. So the answer, Enzo, with 5 lines in your situation, it is going with a postpaid carrier. Full stop. Go with T-Mobile Experience More military savings. You're getting a great plan. You're getting free device upgrades every 2 years, which is insane. And you're getting a bunch of perks. It's almost annoying, but I actually do love T-Mobile's perks. Apple TV, some of the best shows in the industry right now. I don't need to advertise them, but I've loved Severance. Really enjoyed Hijack, Silo. There's so many. Shrinking. I could go on. I love Apple TV. Netflix Standard on us with ads. Hate ads, but you'll get a discount off your Netflix bill. That's really nice to see. The other one is compare all benefits. Free in-flight Wi-Fi. Wow, we're super zoomed in. International travel, just domestically. Unlimited international. Wait, where is the... Do they get rid of the in-flight Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi calling. T satellite. I feel like I'm missing it. T-Mobile travel, is that it? No. Wow, that's crazy. Maybe they removed it. Don't quote me on that. For some reason, I'm not seeing it right now, but the in-flight Wi-Fi is another huge perk that I absolutely love. Anyway, that's your answer, Enzo. It's T-Mobile. Get the plan, sign up. You're going to love it. And yeah, device deals should be great. So check it out. All right. Talon Richardson, 160. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. US Mobile is great. I switched from my mom's Verizon 5G start plan. I had issues with the 5 gig hotspot, and she finally let me switch after being reluctant to multi-line discount. Yeah, the way Verizon kind of gets you is when you have someone, like when you have a family plan and one person wants to leave, the cost per line for everyone else goes up, right? So that's where leaving, like you're probably saving so much money, but everyone else is reluctant because, oh my gosh, the price is going to increase. And it's funny, you don't really realize it until you are like me and you start doing the math out. So check this out, bestphoneplans.net. We can actually, we'll use Verizon. So let's do reset, carrier Verizon. Here we are. And let's just do ultimate. Okay, they're top of the line plan. You can see, okay, ultimate doesn't do it. But 90 to 160 to 195, like 90 to 160, kind of a lot of money. 160 to 195, also a lot. 195 to 220, it's less of a jump. Only $25 extra a month to add that fourth line. But again, if you have someone leave, boom, cost per line goes up pretty significantly. All right, let's try plus. Oh, discount unlimited plus. We don't want that. We want regular price. 140, 165, 180. Yeah, like 80 to 140, massive jump. 140 to 165, a little bit less of a jump. 165 to 180, also less of a jump. But yeah, it can go up. I think there is a carrier. Is it AT&T? Or maybe it's T-Mobile does third line free. There are some postpaid plans that maybe it's just Verizon Unlimited Welcome. Yeah, it's unlimited welcome. They are so sneaky about it. The total cost per month for 3 lines and 4 lines is exactly the same. Also, look at that jump. 65 to 110, huge. And then 110 to 120, so minimal. 120 to 120, $0. So yeah, 4th line free on Verizon Unlimited Welcome. They just don't really advertise it like that. They advertise like the cost per line going down. But yeah, that's how the postpaid carriers can also get you. So appreciate it, and I hope that is helpful. All right, what are people talking about in the chat? Scrolling down. Jay, what website is this? I'm glad you asked. It is the Best Phone Plans website, bestphoneplans.net. This is the website that I designed and built, and trying to make it easy to compare plans. What drives me crazy is trying to go to the carrier websites and look at all these plan details and compare them side by side. Like this is what AT&T's website looks like, and this is what Verizon's website looks like. If we go to mobile plans, this is how Verizon is choosing to show their plans. And it's honestly very low contrast. I really think Verizon could improve this significantly from an eligibility perspective, or a legibility perspective rather. But yeah, it's like trying to go like, all right, Verizon, T-Mobile does it this way. Like what is Verizon's cost? Some do cost per line. T-Mobile's like, no, we're not doing cost per line. We're doing total per month. It's a mess. So bestphoneplans.net. This is what I built to make it easy to compare plans, standardized formatting, standardized layout. Yeah, I'll throw it in the chat if you want to check it out. Realist Jams, how many tabs do you have open? Right now, oh gosh, I feel like I need a Chrome extension that just tells me. I have currently, looks like 3 nope, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Chrome windows. And I don't know, eyeballing, maybe I have 50 tabs open. You can't even see them at the top right now. Here, maybe if I shrink this, you can kind of see them. Oh well. Oh man, I'm mad on social. You should do it. Low-key getting inspired to create my own version of Best Phone Plans, but for the European market instead. Yeah, that will be a daunting task. I know, because it's I've been doing it and it's a royal pain in the butt, very challenging. But I wish you good luck. The people need it. The people need it. We need a persistent ratio of Chrome tabs to phone numbers. Yeah, I think I had a thought the other day, like I might have remembered another phone number that I'd forgotten about. It's bad. It's bad. I know. Hi, Stetson. I got US Mobile 6/7 deal, and my mom, the free year of Xfinity Mobile Lite user. We're coming from the Go 5G plus 55. We're saving more than $1,300 annually. No bill to worry about until next Black Friday. That is absolutely insane. I'll screenshot that and share it. That's so wild. Unreal. Is the phone market worse in Europe? I think it's better in Europe. They're more clear. The plans have actual amounts of data usage. It is so transparent, and they're way more affordable. People pay like, I don't know, what, 12 euros a month or something for like 60 gigs. It's insane. It's insane. Sabs 2.0. Any thoughts on Google Fi Unlimited Standard? Currently on T-Mobile Essentials, paying about $160 for 4. We also travel to Mexico, so data out there is preferred. What do you have? Wow. All right, so $160 for Essentials. That's tough. That $40 a line a month right now. I mean, let's just kind of plug some stuff in and see what we got. A tricky thing is with 4 lines, like, let me see. I haven't built the filter capabilities yet, but here's the thing, right? I made this other website, phoneplancalculator.com. I didn't make this. I had Claude make it. Is it perfect? No. It has tons of room to improve. Hopefully, I'll make time to improve it soon. Let's say you're an Apple sheep like myself. You like upgrading to the new iPhone every 3 years. So you're going from an iPhone 14 to an iPhone 17. Sounds like you've got 4 lines. Perfect. You upgrade every 3 years. And let's say data is unlimited, okay? And we can also do top picks. Wait, features? Oh my God, I added features. Let's see if this works. We need roaming in Canada and Mexico. Perfect. So you can see, based on this is for 4 lines, upgrading your phone every 3 years, and these plans come with roaming, or at least some option for roaming in Canada and Mexico. AT&T Unlimited Starter SL. We were just talking about this earlier in the stream. This is why AT&T Unlimited Starter is the best plan. And just the free roaming in Canada and Mexico, the device upgrades included a month. So even though the plan is $185 a month, the net cost per line per year, $444, and that's the service and the phone, right? Insane. And you can click, you can see the full breakdown. The effective a month is $185. And yeah, because you're getting the phones for free every 3 years. It's so good. It is so good. All right, US Mobile Unlimited Starter Dark Star Annual technically includes roaming, but not that much. Total base. This also includes roaming. Don't think I would really recommend that one, though. Total 5G Unlimited. That's on Verizon. It sounds like you want T-Mobile. Oh, man. See, here's another example. T-Mobile better value, okay? This is actually coming in at cheaper than Google Fi Unlimited Standard. Not by much, though. Not by much. Devices are going to be free. T-Mobile better value. It is eligible for people switching, right? So you will be eligible for this. Actually, you won't because you're on Essentials. But if you've been on Essentials for long enough, you might be eligible. And yeah, it's definitely expensive. But when you factor in the phone upgrades and everything, it's worth it. And it sounds like it's cheaper than Google Fi Unlimited Standard based on this math. Right now, this is using the math of trading in the phones to Apple. And you can see every 3 years, you'll get about $1,100 of trading credit for that older device, which means net device cost is $3,000. And then you have the service cost, effective cost a month, $232 a month. So pretty expensive. What was better value? $226. You know, not a huge difference. Anyway, in terms of Google Fi Unlimited Standard, what are you actually getting? It's an okay plan. I would almost recommend T-Mobile directly, because T-Mobile comes with like the Netflix perks, Apple TV, all these other things that just like add up. So let's pop this over to 4 lines. Right, so the service cost is very low, $100 a month. But if you factor in the phone costs, which is, I don't know, $25 a line a month, give or take, boom, that's $200 a month right there. Versus T-Mobile kind of just bundles that all together. Anyway, what do you get for the plan? 50 gigs priority, 25 gigs hotspot. Do you get roaming in Canada and Mexico? 50 gigs in Canada and Mexico. Yeah, you're perfect. I mean, if you are someone who likes to buy your devices unlocked, likes to get them from the manufacturer, maybe you're not upgrading that frequently. Maybe you're taking advantage of channel sponsor back market, right? And you're getting that refurbished iPhone 15 Pro or, you know, whatever device at a great price. What blows my mind is the Galaxy S25. Basically the same phone as the new S26 for $437. And it has millimeter wave, which the S26 got rid of. And this is half the price. Anyway, I could go on for a while about this. But if you're doing that, then the net cost of Google Fi is going to go down. And I think that could make it worth it. It does have the features that you need. In terms of value, the better value plan, see $170 a month, but that includes all the device upgrades. Add in taxes here, maybe you're at closer to $200, but way better features. Unlimited priority data, 250 gigs of hotspot, 4K video streaming. You're getting the 30 gigs in Canada and Mexico, and cheaper add-ons for the watch and tablet if you need them, and the free phone upgrades every 2 years. Or if you wanted to prolong it to 3 years, you can do that as well. So I hope that is helpful, Sabs. Curious what you think and what you decide to go with. Oh man, Green. Great questions. Will the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max work in the US? I candidly have no idea. Will the Xiaomi, that's a lot of vowels, 17 Pro Max work in the US? Throw it into Google. We'll see what we get. AI summary. Will likely work in the US on a limited basis, primarily on T-Mobile. Is that correct? To be determined. I would say high probability it'll work on T-Mobile. But yeah, it probably won't be the most compatible with all of the bands, is what I would say. All right, GSUC6DY. When I get the annual plan deal with US Mobile, what happens at the end of the year? Can you renew with another promotional deal for another year, or does one get renewed at that full price? Yeah, so at the end of a US Mobile deal, right now they are doing deals on all of their annual plans. I'm actually stoked they extended this. I made my best phone plans video and literally uploaded it an hour before this deal expired. So thankfully they extended it. It looks like through the weekend, through today. Who knows if it'll keep going. But you can see at least more clearly now, it's $25 a month for your first year. And that's the same is true for Unlimited Starter. And that's true for all of US Mobile's annual promotions. You're just getting the discount for your first year. After that first year, the plan will renew at the regular price. For Unlimited Premium, that's going to renew at the $32.50 a month, which I believe is $390 upfront for the year. Unlimited Starter is going to renew at $22.50 a month, aka $270 upfront for the year. So if you don't want your plan to auto renew, make sure you turn that off and or switch plans before that renewal period. So I hope that's helpful. Tommy, ninja fast over there. Ninja fast. Do you recommend an iPhone or gaming laptop from Back Market. Yeah, Back Market, it's refurbished products. I mean, my dad bought his iPhone 15 Pro on there, and he ended up going with they have different quality of devices. I think he got excellent. And you can see it in this case for the Galaxy S25. The difference between good and excellent is $9. Actually, under that, it is $8.53. And he said, yeah, it looks like it's perfect. Like the screen was flawless, no scratches or anything, and it's refurbished and ready to go. So if you are looking for a device, I mean, this is biased. Back Market is paying me to, sponsor them and get the word out about their refurbished devices. But I think it is worth checking out. And my dad had a great experience, and you can save a whole lot of money, like literally half the price for the same phone, you guys. Like that is so good. I'm curious what you guys think of the Galaxy S26 series as well. I just got one here, and my cold take, first of all, the snugly fit in the case here, the silicon case, they made the magnet a raised lip. Like they didn't even make it flush to the case. So you feel the texture of that ring on the back. It just feels so unpremium with that ring there. It's almost like they just took a silicon case and stuck a magnet on it. So not satisfied with that. The cheap Amazon cases I have, there's some fingerprints on this. We'll use Copland Supplies Cloth Pro Max, one of the best microfiber cloths in the industry. Give us a quick wipe down, and probably needs some more aggressive wiping. But this case I think looks way better. Same with the other, right? Like you still see the magnet, but there's no texture to it. It's perfectly smooth. So the Amazon cases are way better and cheaper. I probably should have gotten that. S26 Ultra feels great in the hand, super slim. I'm not a fan of the display. I think here. So this is the privacy display. It actually works way better on camera than it does in real life. Like you can see it. That's a pretty harsh angle, and you can still see kind of what's on the screen, but then bam, it kind of cuts out. I don't know. I feel like if you're on a train or in an area surrounded with a bunch of people, the effectiveness of the privacy display, I think, will be, in my opinion, maybe not so great. I would much rather prefer the full brightness and experience that you get with the previous Samsung phones. Like this is way better. So, yeah. S26 Ultra is massive. These phones are big. I would much rather get the regular S26. J-Rock. I pay $85 a month for T-Mobile service and home internet. I use under 10 gigs per month on my mobile plan. J-Rock, are you looking for advice? You could be saving so much money right now. All right. I mean, easiest possible win. Let's do Mint. Let's see if we can save your bill, lower it a little. I mean, 85 actually might not be that bad. So if you're using 10 gigs, we could do 15 for 20, okay, with Mint Mobile. Exact same coverage as T-Mobile, so you're getting the same network experience that you're used to. And if you do the Minternet, so where are we at? We got to remember $20 a month. The home Minternet is $30 a month, $40 a month, but I think you get a discount. Initial price, oh, okay, with a mobile phone plan, 12 months, 30. All right. So if you do 20 and 30, you're looking at $50 plus taxes and fees. Maybe it's $60 a month. So you could possibly save $15 a month by going with Mint. If you're on a good T-Mobile plan, you're getting device upgrades, it might actually be worth sticking with T-Mobile, but that could be an option. Another option that's coming to mind would be Helium Mobile. They also use the T-Mobile network. And if we go to plans, the Helium Air plan comes with 10 gigs and is $15 month to month. So that's going to be cheaper than Mint. Month to month is nice. And you wouldn't get the discount on the home internet. So your net total would be, I guess, $55 a month. So yeah, maybe Mint is cheaper when you bundle it, right? Because if you just get the Minternet, it'd be $40. So yeah. Speaking of which, this live stream is on the Minternet right now, I think. Actually, I can't tell. Like, the Mint Mobile home internet and T-Mobile home internet devices look exactly the same. And candidly, I cannot tell which one is which. $25 a month. Boom. You guys are better than me. Thank you for that catch. So yeah, $300 a year in savings. There's no way this is Minternet. Well, is it T-Mobile home internet or not? Here, look. Like, oh, you know what? I think we can do a little bit of detective work here. So this is either Mint or T-Mobile, and it's the T-Mo GS4E. This is the T-Mobile box, and so we just have to match it up. Here we go. All right, so this is T-Mo G4SE. This is T-Mo G4SE. Yeah, so this is the literal T-Mobile home internet, and this live stream is currently on Minternet, the Mint Mobile version of this, which looks exactly the same and is effectively the same, but has slightly different model number. Now, what I am doing is I am running the Mint Mobile home internet through my UniFi Express 7 gateway. So we're connected to the UniFi Express 7 for the internet. Mel Faith. Yeah, I'm still using it. I thought I was done with it too. Well, I haven't made the review video. Oh gosh. Nick, this is where things get bad. Not only do I have at least 32 cell phone lines, I have Mint Mobile home internet, T-Mobile home internet, Verizon home internet. I've got Merge Wi-Fi's home internet that they sent me, and Win Wireless just sent me their home internet, and I've been checking that out. Shoot, was that 6? Am I at 6 right now? 3, Merge Wi-Fi, and then Win Wireless 5. And then I have my actual fiber connection that I'm paying for. So it's a disaster. Mel's laughing. It's true. Yeah, Express 7 is awesome. And I like having props on hand. I just got the Ubiquiti U7 Pro. So this has been a game changer, okay? Right now we're in the studio space. And the studio space is on the exact opposite side of the house as the smart doorbell, which is a Google Nest doorbell. And unfortunately, when you're using a home internet device in any capacity, and my Wi-Fi router in this room, it simply doesn't reach, okay? The speeds deteriorate the farther back I go, and it's not good, especially on these devices, okay? This is something I've learned. A lot of the Wi-Fi devices that I've been testing, I feel like their Wi-Fi performance is good for maybe like a very small apartment, maybe an RV, a one-room type situation, but the speeds deteriorate crazy. Okay, there's a huge drop-off. At least that's been my experience. Getting the Ubiquiti Express 7, game changer. Speeds improved everywhere. And then getting the U7 Pro, popping this downstairs in the living room, oh my gosh, speeds are cooking. I mean, it's limited to the T-Mobile performance, but still, I'll pull like 400 megabits per second down on Wi-Fi on a pretty regular basis. So it's been awesome. You're going to get wireless cancer if you're not careful. Well, appreciate the comment, Steve. I'll be careful. Does Merge Wi-Fi count as 3 home internets? I'm counting it as 1. Stetson's getting RF fried. Thankfully, only one is plugged in at a time, because that would create interference with the Wi-Fi networks. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, we do have to give Back Market another shout out because they're being awesome and sponsoring this episode. So I'm going to play that, and then we'll be back answering your questions into the evening. I want to take a quick break from the stream to talk about something that saves you a ton of money. We talk about the best phone plans all of the time, but the biggest expense is usually the phone itself. If you're looking to switch to a cheaper carrier, you need a phone that is unlocked
and ready to use on any plan or carrier you choose. But buying a new phone can be quite expensive. That is why I'm partnering with Backmarket. Backmarket is the leading marketplace for refurbished electronics. You can grab an iPhone 15 Pro from $412, a Galaxy S23 Ultra from $364, a Pixel 8 Pro from $286, or an iPhone 14 from just $263. All Backmarket phones are certified refurbished. This means they have gone through a thorough quality inspection of the screen, speakers, ports, buttons, microphones, cameras, and more to verify the phones are 100% fully functional. Backmarket also offers free 30-day returns and protects your purchase with their free 1-year warranty. When you combine getting an affordable plan with an affordable phone, you can save yourself thousands of dollars compared to getting a quote-unquote free phone from a big carrier. Backmarket is also offering my audience an extra $20 off with code BYOD20 for a limited time. So check out Backmarket at the link below. Now, back to the stream.
And we are back. Look at that haircut. You guys are so right. I was looking at the comments. Fix your hair. The ad hair looks better. Yeah, this is what it is post-workout hair, and I probably need a haircut. You guys are totally right. You're totally right. It's hilarious. When I eventually do get a haircut, then the ad will look long and the live stream will look crazy short. Yeah. Use code Stetson Hair. I wonder if we can make that happen. Yeah, no, it is funny. It is funny. And what's also really funny is every time before I film a YouTube video, I no joke, it's like 30 minutes of me doing this, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. I think maybe not. It's always hard. Where's the Trump phone? Atomic, you're asking questions I simply don't know the answers to. I don't even think it's going to come out right now. I did hear someone actually, shout out to Max, gave me a tip that Trump Mobile is giving dealers AT&T SIM cards. So it will be on AT&T and T-Mobile. So we'll see. Needs to film another ad read with long hair. So he has one for each one. I know which one to use. Intersperse them. I'll have to plan that out. So I'll get maybe film one now while I have super long hair. Then I'll get a haircut tomorrow. I can film the short hair one tomorrow, start using that. We kind of already have a medium hair length in there. So yeah, we'll get them all. We'll get them all. Oh, we have a zip code question. It's Cool Kid. What's the best for 95112 and the best service with 30 gigs data with international calling, text, and data for Canada and Mexico included if possible? Wow. I got you. Also, guys, we are so close on the coverage map website. It's looking so good. I'm so excited. We made it even better, but it's coming soon. My date launching privileges have been revoked because, yeah, but it is coming very soon. 95112. Where are we going? San Jose, Santa Clara County, California. Oh, glorious. 100% coverage across the board. AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. T-Mobile, classic, fastest speeds. 70 down on AT&T, 94.9 down on Verizon. T-Mobile 122, 9 out of 10 reliability, 6.7. Yeah, okay. T-Mobile's probably your best bet. If you're looking for all the internet, oh, this is so easy. T-Mobile's likely your best network. If you need all the international stuff, then my top pick for international is, we'll do news, best cell phone plans 2026. Load this up. Best plan for international travel, US Mobile, unlimited premium light speed. Look at how jank that was. Didn't even scroll that to the correct spot. And here we are. So this is my top pick for international travel. I think it fits your needs perfectly. Unlimited high-speed data. It is deprioritized. You're getting 50 gigs of hotspot, 4K video streaming, and most importantly, free 200 minutes, 250 texts, and 20 gigabytes of data in 180 plus countries, including Canada, and Mexico. So this is going to check all the boxes. You can currently get this plan on sale for $25 a month for your first year. So $300 up front. You're getting unlimited premium. You're getting all those features. Crazy, crazy good value. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any plans. So let's go ahead and scroll all the way back to the top. Wow, this is a very long article. Who wrote this? Gee whiz. All right, plans. And let's slap some filters on this. Let's say T-Mobile coverage. Is that right? Yeah, we want T-Mobile because it's the best. Carrier doesn't matter. Data, we'll do 30 gigs and unlimited. And then features, we're going to be making sure we have Canada and Mexico roaming included. And we'll do international calling included and international texting included, it sounds like. Do I have texting? No. All right, well, international calling will be included. Yeah, US Mobile Unlimited Premium. Ultra Mobile, they don't really have the same level of international roaming, so I probably wouldn't do that. Red Pocket could be good. They're more so, it'll be cheaper monthly is what I'll say, right? So Red Pocket Unlimited Premium, $30 a month versus $44 from US Mobile. With this plan, international texting actually is not supported, so you probably don't want that. You will get international calling though, 10 gigs in Canada and Mexico and 10 gigs in 60 countries. So maybe Ultra Mobile, again, not quite what you're looking for. Boost, Google Fi. I mean, credit where credit is due. The $65 unlimited premium plan, international texting, international calling to 50 countries, 100 gigs in Canada and Mexico, 50 gigs in over 200 countries. That could be decent. It's still more expensive than US Mobile Unlimited Premium Lightspeed, though. I think this is my pick. This is my pick. And get this on sale for $25 a month. I mean, unless I'm like missing something. But I think with those search criteria, these are probably some of your best picks. So I hope that's helpful. Mark Jones, thank you so much for your generosity and support. If you have a comment or question, let me know. Happy to answer it. Oh, interesting. Tommy, I've been using Gemini CLI to code a website. It's been working great. Very curious to see your website, Tommy, and how that is shaping up. I'm sure it'll be excellent. Carlos Lopez is paying $230 for 7 lines on T-Mobile Experience More. A good deal. Well, let's do $230 a month divided by 7 lines. You're looking at $32.86 per line per month right now. And Experience More is giving you free phone upgrades every 2 years. Yeah, candidly, I think that is an amazing deal. I would totally stick with it. Realistically, you can only get to about $25 a line a month on a prepaid carrier, and paying $7, $8 extra a month to get the phone upgrade deals, I think is totally worth it. So Carlos, I think you have an awesome deal. Did you ever get charged for the Trump Mobile for month 2 and later? And is the line still active? Yeah, I don't have the phone right here. Maybe. I think it's on my 17 Pro. Here's the problem with eSIMs. Okay, I used to have, where is it? I have temporarily serious misplaced. I had a SIM card holder, and it was glorious because I could keep track of all of my active SIM cards. Things were not out of control. It could only hold maybe like 12 SIM cards total. Now with eSIM, not only do I forget which phone has the active eSIM, but I have to like go and check. I think it's on an iPhone 16 Pro. Actually, yeah, it is, because that was the phone I was using as my personal phone, which is what I activated it on. And I don't think Trump gives you any way to transfer the line between devices without likely contacting and or calling customer service. And considering I have not been billed and the service is still active, you can bet I am not reaching out and poking that bear whatsoever. I am like, give me the free service and I'll make a follow-up. Yeah. Which plan would you choose? Boost Mobile $25 or US Mobile Dark Star Starter IG1315? That is so easy. I'm going US Mobile all day, every day. So many reasons, so many reasons. Let me pull these up. I wish there was a quicker way to do the plan side by sides here, but we will do, actually, we'll just do the side by side. Boost Mobile, $25. I guess it's just going to be the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan. Add to compare. Ding. And Dark Star. Starter, Dark Star. Yeah, it occurred to me the other day, I don't actually need to type in the full name. I just need to type in the last part of the name and everything will come up. Let's compare plans now. Let's see what the differences are. While that is loading, Super Pro is asking, do you prefer eSIM or SIM? Technically, what am I saying? I prefer eSIM, but it is also a pain in the butt. Like it is more convenient because you can't lose an eSIM. It's just on the device. But if you're me, you can forget which device that is and therefore then lose the eSIM or have to go and turn on like 10 different phones. But in terms of the user experience, Apple is now, because the SIM is gone, they have improved the battery capacity. So we're getting an actual benefit now many years later. But physical SIM, it was very wasteful, but to some degree effective, especially while traveling abroad, right? Like if you have a phone with a physical SIM tray, wait, does the S26 have it? Yeah, they have it right on the bottom, physical SIM tray. You can go to any country, you can pop out your SIM tray, pop in the SIM card, and be good to go. And that is super nice, especially when you're traveling somewhere that does not support eSIM yet. All right, to answer your question, IG1315, what do you get with Boost? What do you get with US Mobile Unlimited Starter? Boost plan, both are $25 a month, but Boost has taxes as being extra. They're not that much. My total came to $27.16 when I last checked that plan out. You're getting 30 gigs of high-speed data, okay? After that, speeds are slowed to 512 kilobits per second. US Mobile, truly unlimited high-speed data, so way more high-speed data on US Mobile. Both are deprioritized. Hotspot is an add-on with Boost Mobile, whereas you get 20 gigs of free hotspot data included on US Mobile. US Mobile, for some reason, also gives you up to full 4K video streaming. Boost limits you to 480p. Boost does have a watch add-on, though. If that's important to you, could be worth considering them. US Mobile does not, but does support a tablet, starting at $10 for 2 gigs. This is just a separate tablet line on US Mobile, and Boost has a $20 30 gig tablet line. Boost also charges extra for international. US Mobile, I think, just looking at these, is a little bit better in terms of the international add-on rates. So yeah, I'd go US Mobile all day, every day here. Worth noting, US Mobile has coverage on AT&T. Boost, high probability it's going to activate on AT&T, but technically, oh man, I have to remove this, and or Dish, RIP. It could roam on T-Mobile, but it's probably just going to be AT&T. Does anyone know if they fixed their latency issues? Because the latency was pretty high before. Either way, yeah, so US Mobile all day, every day. I hope that is helpful. Next, we have a super chat coming in from X10BenderX. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. Is there another way to get T-Mobile direct to consumer satellite with Starlink without getting their top tier offers? Yeah, it turns out there is. Hope I'm punching this in correctly. Yeah. So if you are a T-Mobile customer, or if you are not a T-Mobile customer, wait a minute, hold up. Did they get it? Oh my God. What happened to the standalone plan, you guys? Oh, here we go. Hang on. Trying to zoom in here. Not working. We'll zoom in this way. You can add it for $10 a month per line to any qualifying plan. So you actually don't need to be on Experience Beyond. You can actually just add it to any T-Mobile plan. I guess that's qualifying, but that should be most T-Mobile plans for $10 a month per line. They also do have a standalone plan that's like $10 a month, I think, or is that gone? You guys were telling me to check that out, and I'm like, oh man, maybe I should have activated that while it was still alive. Maybe I can hit up my local T-Mobile store tomorrow and be like, yo, what's up? Can I get this? But yeah, it's available as an add-on. I hope that is helpful. Russ44, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. If I get US Mobile Premium on Lightspeed, and get a multi-network add-on for Darkstar? Will Darkstar be deprioritized or prioritized? Wow, that is a niche question I had not considered. The candid answer is I don't know. I don't know. And I can walk you through. So for everyone wondering, what is Russ asking about? US Mobile operates on all three networks, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. If you go to networks, what's better than one? Access to three. They're not allowed to use the network names, so they came up with their own clever naming scheme. Darkstar is AT&T, Warp is Verizon, and Lightspeed is T-Mobile. These are horribly color-coded. I wonder if they got in trouble with that, but they should match. And you can compare, again, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile. If you sign up on US Mobile's Darkstar plan, it's actually better to show you here, and we will do premium. How about that? Oh, actually, US Mobile Unlimited Premium. We'll do the annual version just so it cuts out everything. All right. These are the three versions of the annual plan. You can see Verizon and AT&T come with priority data, but T-Mobile is deprioritized. And all of these plans are eligible for US Mobile's multi-network add-on. Do they have anywhere on that website that like advertises this? Multi-network add-on. Here we go. Boom. This allows you to add a secondary eSIM to your phone on a different network. Now, Russ's question is, if you add that secondary eSIM, is it going to be deprioritized or prioritized? And I'm going to be honest, I have no idea. I have no idea. I will see if I can ask them and get clarification and post an answer in a comment after this stream. And to remember, I will take a picture of the stream and I will do that. Wow. Speaking of US Mobile, SalNation001. I just switched from AT&T paying $57 a month to now $25 a month with US Mobile. Thank you for the information. You are so welcome. These comments make me smile. I'm so happy to hear you are saving money. So that is great. All right, let's see. Wow, so many comments. All right, it's deprioritized. It sounds like the answer is. RT is asking for please 01864. That will be, it sounds like Massachusetts. As someone who is from Massachusetts and is a fellow masshole, happy to look this up for you. Let's figure out what network is best there. And we'll pop this on. Where are we going? 01864. Bam. Middlesex County. That's crazy. We're probably neighbors. Woof. Wow. I'm surprised. Not what I was expecting. 100% coverage across the board. AT&T in first, 287.9 megabits per second. Verizon in second, 237.6 megabits per second. All showing 10 out of 10 reliability. What is going on? Let's check the upload speed. Here we go. Upload speed. T-Mobile is pulling ahead in the upload. AT&T is looking best. Oh my gosh. I am shocked. Flabbergasted, some might say. I think that's the technical terminology there. Let's launch the map. Let's go ahead and switch from South Korea. We are global now, by the way, just flexing that. Back to the United States. And we can go ahead and search for North Reading, Massachusetts, and pop in. Interesting. Well, RT, I would say definitely grab an AT&T line and start doing some mapping in your area, but it does look very fast. Okay, we're seeing some dark squares. Zoom in here, you can see over 1,000 megabits per second down. Looking really solid for AT&T. Oh, look at all these roads. What's funny is Massachusetts, not in the grid formation. Not a grid. All over the place. It looks like someone took a home-cooked meal of spaghetti and just kind of like plopped it down and took a top-down photo and was like, yep, that's the road system for Massachusetts. And so that's what we have. Spaghetti noodles going all over the place. If we switch over to T-Mobile, also looks like it's probably going to be fine. And if we pop over to Verizon, actually looks like it's mapped out a little bit better and also looks great. So you probably can't go wrong. Based on what we were seeing, maybe I would lean towards AT&T. or Verizon. I have heard good things about T-Mobile. Oh, wow, look at Lowell. Mapped out like crazy. Shout out to whoever is there. Oh, and North Chelmsford? Wow, Lawrence? Oh my God, this is incredible. We got to get someone over to North Reading, though. I feel like is it Reading? Reading? Anyway, I hope that is helpful. Look at this. Woburn, Lexington, West Concord, Carlisle, Acton, Maynard. It's getting mapped in. The Boston area. So cool. So cool. Anyway. Oh, another one. Best coverage in 26264. We're in the twos. Is that going to be somewhere in New York? I would bet yes. Oops, hang on. Coveragemap.com. Pop this on stream. Bam. All right. 26264. West Virginia. Whoa. That's hilarious. Let's try and refresh the page. Well, you guys are very good at uncovering unique circumstances. Looks like AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon do not have coverage in 26264. Let's hold up. What is going on? Where are we right now? 26264, West Virginia. Oh my gosh. We are probably in the middle of a very wonderful area that might be a cell service desert. All right, so no crowdsourced data on Verizon. Let's do all. Do we have anything? We got no dots. Actually, we have confirmed that some carriers do not have coverage. What have we confirmed? We've confirmed AT&T does not have coverage in this section and likely here and down here. We got to switch maps. We got to go to the signal strength map. We got to see what is broadcasting in this area. AT&T, nothing. It's not reaching. If we pop over to T-Mobile, nothing. Verizon, also nothing. There's probably like one tower here that they're all sharing. There might be a local carrier, Appalachian Wireless. Nothing. Actually, way over here. So I take everything back. Anything? Cellcom? Carolina? Cellular One? Copper Valley? Inland? GCI? Niemont? Nextech? Southern Link? Union? Thumb? US Cellular? Almost, but misses. Viaero? We got nothing. I think this might be controversial. The best option might be to just deploy a Helium Wi-Fi hotspot and use Starlink as backhaul. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, what else we got cooking in the chat? Don't Ask, Don't Show is saying was on an old T-Mobile family plan, 5 lines, $120 a month plus tax. Tried to port my line to Mint. They turned off my T-Mobile, had to cancel Mint and go back. They assumed eSIM. Now T-Mobile is $130 for 5 lines. That's a bummer. I'm sorry about that. But that can happen when you're transferring between carriers. You want to make sure that you transfer the primary account holder's number last. That is the last number you want to transfer. All the other numbers should go smoothly, and you just want to hold that off until the end. It sounds like, based on the comments, that the secondary lines are deprioritized. So that's probably there. Trevor saying easy solution. Helium, is that right? We've got J-Rock. How do you fill in the map with Coverage Map app? Do I need to select tracking to always? I have iPhone. J-Rock, you need to have location access turned on. It just needs to be while using the app. And then you just need to run some tests while you're out driving around. And that phone is dead. This phone is probably fine. Throw on some do not disturb. And yeah, basically you pop into the Coverage Map app. Make sure you're on cellular, and you can run multiple tests and configure everything. We have a smart automatic mode. That's what I recommend. Set this to driving and then hit start, and you'll be cruising. And you will literally map tests and add data to the map while you are driving around. The best part is any areas with no coverage will get mapped and show up on the map. So if we go back to the speed test map here, someone was driving with an AT&T SIM card and was running tests, and their service started to fail. And you can see then it picked up here and then it failed again. And this confirms that this area has no service. If we pop into the signal strength map and we go to AT&T, you can see it matches perfectly. They were probably on cell edge coming down here. Then they totally dropped, lost connection, and then picked up connection when they got into Harper. You can see that perfectly. Look at that. That's so cool. That is so cool, man. Anyway, best option, smoke signals. It would take a little bit of time to communicate, but it could be done. It could be done. Oh, yeah, my easy solution to deploy helium hotspot with Starlink backhaul. Yeah. Thank you, Trevor. I appreciate that. I thought that was pretty good. What's up, bro? Hello from 80016. That is Colorado for sure. I feel like I gotta check this out. And then I see GS, you got a super chat coming in, so we'll get to you in just a moment. First, Nest 1000. Let's go ahead. Let's see what we got. Coverage search. Where are we going? 80016. Aurora. Oh, beautiful, beautiful city. Yeah, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. Verizon in first, pretty much across the board. 100% coverage, 133 megabits per second, 6.8 out of 10 reliability. Let's check the upload. That's what's important to me. Making sure, yeah, super solid upload. I'd probably lean towards Verizon. T-Mobile has been great in Denver and in the surrounding area. It's awesome here in Longmont. That's been awesome. Verizon's network is great. I would not recommend AT&T. They do not work well in my area, and that's my hot take. Of course, we got to check out the actual map. Did I copy it? No. 80016. Aurora. Yeah, look at that. Pretty well mapped in, actually. We've definitely looked at this area. Yeah. Oh, so good. So good. Color profile, best. Who's winning? Who's the best? Yeah, Verizon. Shockingly, some AT&T squares. I am surprised. But yeah, look at T-Mobile just in the Denver area. Oh, and then you get to millimeter wave. And of course, Verizon is crushing. But I think broadly, Verizon and T-Mobile tend to be the best. I mean, look, it is literally Verizon, T-Mobile, Verizon, T-Mobile, Verizon, T-Mobile, Verizon, T-Mobile, Verizon, T-Mobile, Verizon, T-Mobile, maybe some AT&T, and then a whole lot of T-Mobile. So, yeah. All right, GS, thank you so much for your patience, and thank you for your super chat. One line, 932, talk, text, and data, please. Lowest cost city is Sereno, California. Nothing ever works there. Whew. The challenge is on. Do we have any data there? What are we looking at? Let's find out. Pulling up the coverage map website. Oh, Trevor, every time I look at this, I just get even more excited for the new one. 932. We are going to Los Angeles County, California. Allegedly, 100% coverage across the board. Verizon in first. 178.2 megabits per second median download speed. T-Mobile second, 104.9 megabits per second. AT&T in third, 81.4 megabits per second. Surprisingly, AT&T, 10 out of 10 reliability. T-Mobile, 6.6 out of 10 reliability. Verizon, 8.6 out of 10 reliability. Let's check upload speeds. And T-Mobile, very strong. AT&T, strong. Verizon, a little bit weaker. 10.9 is still acceptable. Still acceptable. So I'd probably lean towards Verizon. I think we got to pull this up on the map. Let's see what things are looking like on the map. 90032. Los Angeles, California. Shoom. All right, zooming in. Based on this best view, this seems to indicate T-Mobile's probably going to be a strong contender. Okay. If we go ahead and pop this over to the carrier view, and we'll go alphabetically here. AT&T, I mean, you might not be able to go wrong. So I'm kind of surprised that you're saying nothing ever works here. So if nothing ever works, maybe it comes down to priority and you actually want a plan with priority data in this area. AT&T is looking super strong. Okay. Can I zoom in? Let me see. Yeah. Oh, nope. I just want the numbers. Do I zoom out and then zoom in? Anyway, if we do T-Mobile, ripping fast, high probability, that's the one you should go for. And if we do Verizon, Verizon seems like it has a couple of slow zones in that area. Very good in the surrounding area though. So maybe T-Mobile is your best bet. And what's really cool is if we actually do upload speed, this kind of helps figure out where the towers are. This is a tower. Oh man, is that a tower? That's crazy. AT&T. Maybe this doesn't work. This works super well in Longmont. Like probably a tower there. Maybe there's just way more towers. Yeah, T-Mobile. Huh. That's all I can say. Wow, those are great upload speeds. I would probably hop on T-Mobile. That's my take. Talk, text, and data. Lowest cost. I mean, talk, text, and data on T-Mobile. Lowest possible cost is going to be Helium Mobile's quote unquote free plan, Helium Mobile Zero, no longer free and pretty limited, candidly. But net cost after tax for me came to $2.20 a month. Most affordable option out there. You get 1 gig of cellular data usage and then 2 gigs you can also use on Helium Wi-Fi hotspots. Deprioritized, no hotspot, 480p video, 100 minutes and 300 texts. So it is very affordable and you're also not getting a lot. If you want something with a little bit more, US Mobile's 2 gig plan, you can activate this on T-Mobile. Actually, you can activate this on any network. My suggestion would be to consider T-Mobile. 2 gigs, unlimited talk and texts. You can use all the data as hotspot data. Awesome value for $10. That's probably what I would look at. Helium Mobile Air, great value if you need around 10 gigs of data, $15 for 10 gigs. That's going to be awesome as well. So it could be worth checking that out. Yeah. Is there a deal for US Mobile to have AT&T plus T-Mobile for $45? Igor, we actually do have an option for you. There are 2 options, and I'll just lay them out. So if you want AT&T and T-Mobile from US Mobile, first you need to pick which network do you want your primary line on. This is an important question because this is the network that you're going to be making and receiving your phone calls from. If you make a lot of phone calls, then this is important. If you don't make a lot of phone calls, maybe it's less important. I would lean towards the AT&T network just because the AT&T version of the plans come with more features and you add T-Mobile as that secondary. Option 1, if you're willing to do the annual option, you can get unlimited premium, full price, $32.50 a month. Add that multi-network add-on for $7.50 a month. You're looking at $40 flat per month. Of course, that is what? 40 times 12. $480 upfront for your first year, for all years. $480 upfront for the year for cell service. You can get that plan on promo right now for $25, so that knocks it down. But that is going to be one option, okay? If you want monthly, then what you're going to want to look at is the unlimited starter plan. $25 a month. If you activate on the AT&T network, you're going to get unlimited high-speed data, and the multi-network add-on is available for $10 a month. So you're looking at $35 total for coverage on T-Mobile and AT&T. Biggest caveat here is the shared multi-network data will be 70 gigs. That's how much data you'll get of multi-network usage on starter. Unlimited premium, you get 100 gigs of multi-network data. So I hope that's helpful. Here we go. Just noticed on iOS 26.2 that Mint Mobile now shows 5G UC. Does this mean my phone is actually on T-Mobile's 5G millimeter wave network, or just Apple lied to me about actually getting good speeds? Yeah, so the latest update includes a carrier bundle update for the MVNOs who are using T-Mobile for coverage. This includes Red Pocket, Tello, Mint Mobile, US Mobile, and many more. 5G UC signifies T-Mobile's 5G Ultra capacity network. This includes both C-band spectrum. Actually, does T-Mobile have C-band? Someone in the chat knows. It includes their mid-band spectrum, which is not C-band, which might be C-band, but is primarily their N41 band. Okay, that's primarily what they've been using is N41. And it also includes millimeter wave. Now, I actually don't know anywhere in the United States where millimeter wave is deployed. Let's go ahead, let's find out right now where T-Mobile might have millimeter wave. But the answer to your question is no, it's not millimeter wave. It's just that mid-band 5G network, which is going to be N41. And someone in the comments is probably yelling at me now. Limited area, but they do have it, is what Chase says. And very cool that Chase is commenting from X. So very cool. Anyway, let's pull up the coverage map. So we have a speed filter. If you're getting millimeter wave, your minimum download speed is probably going to be like at least 2,500 megabits per second. So we punch that in. You can see very few areas. We do the 3D view. This is actually probably the best way to see it. These are the only spots we have registered tests over 2,500 megabits per second. 3,500 in Willis Point, Texas. That's actually insane. 3,100. And these might be stadiums or arenas or airports. Wow, that's crazy. So I'd be curious to test it out. Anyway, I'm not 100% sure. This could be carrier aggregation as well. T-Mobile did boast about carrier aggregating. I think it's like 3 bands of N41 with like another N25 or something like that. And it could be that. If we assume these are millimeter wave by some chance, these are the only spots where millimeter wave would exist. And to answer the original question, no, you're not on millimeter wave. I'm sorry. You are on mid-band. Yeah, Trevor's saying just go to Super Bowl stadiums for T-Mobile millimeter wave. That's like the only place they have it. Only place they have it. Superdome. Whoa, Tommy, I think one of those test results is me. That's awesome. That's crazy fast. Crazy fast. iPhone 16e is getting it. That's great to hear. Gakai, thank you so much, Stetson. Really great content. I will appreciate if you talk about T-Mobile's experience more with appreciation savings and better value plan with T-Mobile. Sure, yeah, absolutely. So what are these two plans? They are, oh, please, come on, past Stetson. Are they on the website now? They better be. Experience. What do we have? Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever added the appreciation savings. Let's get rid of the discounts. Regular price. Bam. Experience more, experience beyond. Nope, hasn't been added yet. Well, that's on the to-do list for me as well. We can do a quick article search. Better value. Bam. I really want the, all right, a guide for the perplexed. I am perplexed. Whoa. This is an in-depth Reddit post. Interesting. I really want the T-Mobile report. All right, here we go. Is it really a better value? So yeah, here are the plans. Better value. Oh, you know what? It's because, hang on, hold up. It's because better value doesn't have the word experience in the name. Ha. If we just do carrier T-Mobile, I think I did add it. I'm like, I swear I added it. Essential saver, experience more. Okay, hang on, one line. I didn't. I take it back. Anyway, Better Value is a new plan specifically geared for accounts that have 3, 4, maybe 5 lines. 3 to 8 lines. Perfect. And it's for new accounts and some legacy accounts who are eligible to upgrade to it. It effectively combines the plan features of Experience More with the 2-year upgrades. Excuse me, I said that wrong. The plan features of Experience Beyond with the plan upgrade cycle of Experience More. So the regular Experience Beyond plan gives you a new phone every 1 year. Experience More is every 2 years. Better Value is also every 2 years. But you can see it shares a lot of similarities with Experience Beyond. Unlimited priority data, the same 250 gigs of hotspot data, double the international data, double the Canada and Mexico data, going from 15 gigs to 30 gigs, which again, same as Experience Beyond. And then double the international data, going from 15 gigs to 30 gigs for international data. And it looks like pricing is about the same for HSI and BTS. Not 100% sure what that means. And the same subscriptions are included: Netflix, Apple TV, and Hulu. Awesome value plan. I mean, it is really good. If you are upgrading your account, the biggest caveat, taxes and fees are extra. That could add a substantial amount to your monthly bill on T-Mobile. So keep that in mind. The appreciation savings, Experience More appreciation savings. Here we go. The Experience More with appreciation savings is the same exact plan as Experience More. Same upgrades, same features, and it just has the discounts applied. So between the two, wow, they kind of made this hard to compare, right? Because this one, oops. All right, this one is listed as cost per line, 30 times 3. Actually, it's on the T-Mobile website. What am I doing? T-Mobile.com, plans, unlimited phone plans. Better Value, perfect. 1 line, it's not available. 3 lines, it becomes available. $140 a month. And that is 3 times a lot, actually. 140 divided by 3, $46. And then 4 lines is 170. The bottom line, so 170 for 4 lines. If we pop back over here to the Experience More, 4 lines is 180. Whoa. Which means which means the Better Value plan is in fact cheaper and a better value. Oh yeah, they put the pricing here. I'm a dingus. I take it back. I take it all back. It looks like the upgrade promos up to 830. Looks like same as Experience More, up to 830, up to 830. Yeah, Better Value overall seems like a better value. If you have 1 or 2 lines, obviously you're going to want to go with Experience More with appreciation savings. Looking at the plan features, Better Value is appropriately named, I would say. So I would go with that. Hopefully that's helpful. All right, super chat from Mark. Mark, you're amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm curious what phone you're holding in your profile picture, Mark. That's my question. It almost reminds me of like a Pixel, like with the camera in the corner, but maybe it's more of an iPhone now than looking at it. I don't know. Tommy, how do we only have like 8 likes? Everybody hit like. Tommy, I appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, hit the like button and share it with a friend. I don't know. We're just hanging out and answering questions. All right. I I feel like one of these days I'll get your name correctly. Apremya Krishna Kumar. Thank you so much for your question. Stetson, opinion on these hot topics. 5G Plus versus 5G UC versus 5G UW. My pick is going to be 5G UW. I think that's best latency, best performance. Could mean you're on millimeter wave, which is also very exciting, and Verizon has more of that. So 5G UW. AT&T LTE versus T-Mobile LTE versus Verizon LTE. Wow, that I'm less confident in. T-Mobile LTE, I think, struggles from coverage footprint. AT&T LTE, you know what? It would be AT&T LTE. My concern is AT&T LTE is congested from all of the cars that we have on roads that are now using AT&T's network. But AT&T did some really cool stuff with carrier aggregation, and they can actually do fast speeds on LTE. So I would go with AT&T LTE. In terms of the base 5G, Verizon, in my opinion, doesn't really have, like, their quote-unquote nationwide 5G network was, like, shut down when they were doing the, do you remember that? The network splitting? DSS, dual spectrum sharing? Something. Someone knows what it is, but yeah, that was a disaster. T-Mobile's 5G is great. It is awesome. And AT&T's 5G is, in my opinion, non-existent. They launched 5GE and we're like, our LTE network is 5G. No, horrible. T-Mobile 5G for the win. Not just stats, but opinions. 95032. I use Mint, use Boost, but it was eh. Well, we'll do a quick zip code lookup while we're here. While we're looking up zip codes. If we must. Going to be somewhere in California. Let's see. Coverage search. Zoom out. 95032. Los Gatos. Santa Clara. Sure, beautiful area. 100% coverage. Oh, AT&T, 75%. That might be why Boost was eh. It was probably on AT&T. Looks like T-Mobile is the winner here. Fastest speeds, great coverage. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Not even looking at the map. Let's pop over to the map. Let's see what we got. Let's unfilter speeds and do 95032. Los Gatos. Zoom in. Yeah, it looks like well mapped. T-Mobile seems to perform well. Verizon also honestly seems to perform well. And then AT&T. You know, if this were mapped out more, it might be okay. But based on the data we have, I would lean towards T-Mobile and give that a try. It sounds like you're on Mint, so you're probably on the best option in your area. So crushing it. And Tommy's saying downtown Los Gatos is the best area at night. So maybe I should be traveling over there and checking it out, mapping out some coverage, getting some fresh data. Oh, you guys are amazing. Dynamic spectrum sharing. I got the acronym. I was totally blanking on that. What's your honest opinion of Verizon's unlimited plans? They're overpriced. You stack Verizon up against T-Mobile and AT&T. I mean, we were just looking at that earlier in the stream, okay? This is an example from PhonePlanCalculator.com. We put in upgrading to the base model iPhone every 3 years. We're looking at 5 lines. That's probably less common. Let's bump this down to 4 lines. Base iPhone every 3 years for 4 lines. Oh, here we go. Perfect. AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. That worked super well. I just wanted those networks. We can unfortunately get all of them, but you can see AT&T Unlimited Starter, most affordable, Total 5G Plus, T-Mobile Better Value, Visible Plus, Mint Mobile Unlimited, Visible Plus Pro Annual, AT&T Unlimited Premium PL. Wait, was there any Verizon in there? All right, hang on. If we unfilter this, where are the Verizon plans? Well, that's a red flag. Oh, it's not a top pick. That's probably why. This realistically doesn't filter too much out. Here we go. Verizon Unlimited Welcome. Number 9. Okay. Total base 5G Unlimited. Total 5G Unlimited, T-Mobile Essentials, Total 5G Plus. Here's Verizon Unlimited Plus with a discount. If you want the regular Verizon Unlimited Plus, we have all these plans ahead of it. T-Mobile Experience More, T-Mobile Better Value, Visible Plus Annual, Cricket. Here's Verizon Unlimited Plus at number 31. It's just so expensive. The plan features are fine. The cost is expensive. And when you can get almost the same features on Visible Plus as you can on, I lost it, where'd it go? Oh, okay, so Verizon Unlimited Plus is better than Visible Plus. It is cheaper. But you could do Visible Plus Annual, or you could do Total 5G Plus Unlimited, which is also a fantastic plan. If you can get the same features on that and the net cost is cheaper, how come you're on Verizon? So that's my take. That's my take. Oh, yeah, and people are talking about carrier aggregation. That's what I was thinking of. More hair equals better coverage. There is a lot of great coverage right here. So that's what I'll say. Oh, BTS beyond the smartphone, data lines, HSI, high-speed internet for home. Oh, you guys know so much more than I do. So the beyond the smartphone, the data lines, is that like smartwatch tablet kind of deal? Oh, Tommy, I got you. Spokane, Washington. You going up there soon? Let's find this out. The funny thing is, like, no, Tommy has like an epic monitor setup. Could easily pull up the coverage map and just get glorious results, but we'll figure it out. All right, Spokane, Washington. Where are we going? Spokane. Well, that seems correct. Wow. Maybe Verizon here. 100% coverage from AT&T. Of course, the slowest speeds. Then we've got T-Mobile, then Verizon. T-Mobile 9.2 out of 10, Verizon 9.4 out of 10. Let's factor in upload. Let's factor in upload. Okay, we can't make this decision without looking at upload. Upload 14.8, 14.8. Tied. Literally tied. I would say probably Verizon then. Let's go ahead and throw this in the old map, which will soon be, well, the map is the same. Ye new map. Bam. Zooming in. Oh, looks like it is super well mapped out. Look at that. T-Mobile, crushing it. Verizon, crushing it. AT&T, probably actually crushing it, but just hasn't been mapped out as much. So, yeah, you probably can't go wrong. You're on T-Mobile, Tommy. You're probably fine. You're probably fine. What? Why are you even asking? Hold on. Wait a minute. If you're on T-Mobile, you're not going to switch for this. Yeah, just use T-Mobile. It's probably fine. And map some stuff out if you're going to be there. Look, it's on a beautiful grid system. Yeah, if we do color profile best, what do we got? What's cooking up here? It does look like Verizon. If we go ahead and just increase our square size a little bit, 5 kilometers, we chunk it up. Yeah, Verizon getting the fastest speeds. So that is probably the move if you're looking for the best of the best. Oh, it's really funny. I love this. So we have our coverage report map. This is actually the only paid map. So this is an exclusive look for you. What's really cool is we have this speed view. So you actually we color all of the states and counties if you zoom in by whichever network has the fastest speeds. So let me actually zoom out a little bit so we can see all this. Oh man, look at this glorious map. You can just see how many counties T-Mobile is absolutely crushing it in. Like, look at this. We live in a pink country, a magenta country, if you will. AT&T does have some areas. Verizon's got some stuff, but my gosh, this is why when you use our products, you use our coverage search, I mean, zooming in, you get more nuance. Verizon's got some more. AT&T actually getting some more there. But like here I am in Colorado. Look at this. Mostly T-Mobile. It's astonishing. Anyway, this is just like super cool to look at. This is paid, but It's cool. And you can click anywhere and get like full data analysis, all the reports. I love this. I love this. All right. This is a map of cell coverage, but it's just like data analysis. So right now it's colored by speed. You can color it by overall performance. You can color it by coverage percentages, like which network has the most coverage in each area. This is much more evenly distributed or much more balanced between AT&T and Verizon is what I'll say. You can color it by speed, which I think is the most interesting. This is using the crowdsourced data. Or you can color it by reliability. And actually it looks pretty evenly distributed. Yeah, and you can click anywhere and get a report. Or you can also zoom out. We do like for the entire state of Washington, this is what it looks like in terms of median performance, coverage percentages, download speeds, upload speeds, and latency in terms of the distributions. Yeah, it's super cool. It's super cool. It is paid though. You don't need this, you guys. Don't get it if you don't need it. But it's super cool. It's super cool. Oh, that would be cool to show the distribution of which carriers have been tested the most in each area. We almost have that in the new website because we show how many tests there are. But yeah. Derek is saying I'm stuck between picking Visible or Mint because of the area I live in. I will make this very easy for you, Derek. You should pick Visible. Why should you pick Visible? 2 reasons. 1, Visible is month to month. So you can sign up. If it doesn't work, you can switch. Super easy. Their deal right now is amazing. $30 a month for Visible Plus, taxes and fees included. This will net be cheaper than Mint's plan. Mint charges taxes extra on their unlimited plan, so their total is closer to $32.50. Second big reason, Mint is no longer running their $15 a month promo right now. They were running it last week. This week it is ended, so you're paying full price. And that means Mint will be more expensive for fewer features. So therefore, the answer is Visible. From a plan value perspective, Visible Plus is a better value. Yeah. Tommy, stoked about the numbers. It's so good. If you watched last week's stream, I think I showed that in the teaser. It's so good. Yeah, the new website's awesome. I'm beyond stoked for it. I say that like so casually, but the hype is real. The hype is real. Whoa. Can you compare Helium Mobile Unlimited 30, Mint Mobile Unlimited 30, Boost Mobile Unlimited 25, Cricket Unlimited 35, and Visible Unlimited 30 as a person who has used them, not just perks? I have used most of those plans. I have used Boost. I have not used Cricket. I have used Visible. I have used Mint. And I have a Helium line, but I wouldn't say I'm really actively using it. And I also can't remember. I think it's in my Pixel phone. It's in one of my Pixel phones. Look, right off the rip here, Visible is the best. Like that's it. That's the end of discussion. Yeah. I don't know if I really want to do a full in-depth analysis at the moment, to be honest. But the answer is Visible, right? Like Helium, it's a great value, but it's not truly unlimited. We'll do this one plan at a time. Reset. We'll crush through it. It's not that hard. All right, and we'll also reset the filter, and we'll do one line, and we'll make sure we're looking at regular price. All right, actually, I think that might filter out some of the annual plans, so we'll uncheck it. All right, Helium Mobile Unlimited. Helium Mobile Unlimited. It's a good value. It looks like it's being filtered out right now, which is a little not what we're looking for. We have any Helium plans? Here we go. Oh, it's called Helium Mobile Infinity. That's why. Biggest caveat with Helium Mobile Infinity is it's 36 gigs of high-speed data before unlimited at 1 megabit per second. Now, for most people, that is totally fine. But compared to the other plans you mentioned, from a feature-to-feature perspective, you can get truly unlimited from the other options. International texting and calling not supported. International roaming available as an add-on. So, okay, not necessarily one I would recommend. Mint Mobile Unlimited 30. This one is a little bit better. Unlimited. Oops. All truly unlimited high speed, which is awesome. The promotion is incorrect, so I need to fix that. Deprioritized, which is the same as Helium. 20 gigs of hotspot, which is super nice. 480p video streaming. International texting not supported, but international add-ons are available for the other features. So definitely a step up, especially considering the price. Biggest con, this is annual. Helium was month to month. Boost Mobile, we already talked about them. Basically, I don't like this plan. 30 gigs of high speed, which is less than Helium. Primarily getting coverage on the AT&T network, and deprioritized add-on hotspot. That's the deal breaker for me. Add-ons for everything else. The add-ons are more expensive than what the other carriers tend to be charging. So not a big recommendation for me. Cricket Unlimited 35. Cricket Unlimited actually is what we want. Cricket Select Unlimited. So this is, oh man, also not as good, or like about on par with Boost. It's actually an upgrade to you from 30 gigs to truly unlimited high speed. Same deprioritization. Hotspot is also an add-on. So, and then international texting and calling are available as add-ons. International roaming is not supported. Also not really a great plan. I would not recommend that one. And then Visible Unlimited, which is basically Visible Plus, is what I assume based on the current promo. I mean, you go from deprioritized to priority data, unlimited hotspot at 10 megabits per second, from 480p to 1080p video streaming. Watch add-on is supported. Superb international features. Game over. Which of these MVNOs compares to the most to the first responder plans on the big three? It really comes down to how many lines you have. If you're a first responder, you're probably tempted to get the discount from the big carrier. And it's not necessarily a bad value, but you will be saving money if you go with an MVNO. At least if you have 1, 2, maybe even 3 lines. For 3, in some cases 3 lines, and then for 4 or 5 lines, you will always 100% save money going with a first responder plan from the big 3. So really comes down to how many lines you have. Wonder what the next Visible Plus promo plan will be priced wise. 30 again? Who knows? Who knows? I think Black Friday this year could be really good. So, yeah. This is true. But one thing worth noting is that Ultra's plans are more expensive. Yeah. I know. I was wrong. This is why my date announcement privileges have been revoked. The website is so close. I mean, you saw the preview of it. It's so close. But it is coming soon. TBD. TBD. No way, Jose. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. You are awesome. Did anyone else get hit really hard by the time change we had? The spring forward. Is it daylight savings? We were just in normal time. So now we're in daylight savings time. Horrible. Awful. I feel like I have jet lag, okay, from this time change. Yeah, it's insane. When you purchase a new plan, does the billing start immediately, or is it when you port your line over? Kind of depends on the activation flow. Most carriers start your billing date when your number is successfully ported over. There are some exceptions. For example, Visible, you can actually sign up with a temporary new number that is activated immediately, and then you can port your old number in after that, and it'll replace the temporary number. And so in that case, the billing starts immediately. With the prepaid carriers, the billing starts like Mint, for example, it'll start when you actually activate the SIM card. So if you like buy a kit at Best Buy or you order online, they're not activating the service until you actually activate the service. So I hope that's helpful. Any unlimited T-Mobile for around $15 you can recommend? Nah, 15's too low. Too low. Best option on T-Mobile. Check this out. If we clear the filter, coverage, T-Mobile, and we just need like as much data as possible. If we do 15, 20, unlimited. If you need truly unlimited data, wait, these are all sponsored. Let's go past that. Truly unlimited data, cheapest option month to month is Metro's $25 bring your own device plan. I don't recommend this because there's no hotspot. That's a deal breaker for me. I would prefer US Mobile's plan. It's not truly unlimited though, 70 gigs, but it comes with 10 gigs of hotspot. For me, this is a better combo. That's what I would suggest. If you want to really stick to that $15 a month budget, why is it not here? 10 gigs. Oh, that's why it's 10 gigs. It is, wait for it. Two great options. Smartless Mobile, 10 gig. This is technically on promo. Excuse me, I said that wrong. No, I said that correctly. Smartless Mobile, 10 gig, $15 a month. On promo for $10 a month for your first 6 months, 10 gigs of high-speed data. That is the most data you can get for 15 bucks. Runner-up best option, maybe even ties, Helium Mobile Air, $15 plus tax, 10 gigs of high-speed data. Then I think data stops. I should probably check that actually. 5 gigs of hotspot. And I mean, worth noting, Smartless has better international features if you need that. I'm curious what the prices are after taxes and fees. Boop. Oh, come down here. Whoa. Taxes. Well, it's because this is for the $15 plan. That's what I look at. And so if we extrapolate that, that means it's $15.70 a month for your first 6 months. But then after that, the regular price is $20.70. That's crazy, which means Helium is way better value. So I would suggest you consider that. Yeah. That's what I would say. Need secondary T-Mobile because T-Mobile is the only one who works in my office building. Yeah. Helium Mobile Air. I think that's the move. Unless someone else has something. Hang on. I'm reading the comments. Oh, yeah. Tello Mobile is another one. Do they have a good promo right now? Tello Mobile. $19 a month for their unlimited plan. It's a good value. If you need the extra data, it's worth it. If you don't, and it's probably not worth it. What plan is the best to start with and get a new phone with at it? No Man Plays. Great question. This comes out down to a lot of personal preference. How much do you want to spend up front? How much do you want to spend monthly? One avenue to consider is, shout out to channel sponsor Back Market, right? You could consider going with a refurbished phone and getting any plan you choose. And this is the reason this is so good is because you are eligible for all the best deals that the carriers offer. You're eligible for Visible's deal on their plans, which is $5 off per line per month, right? Visible Plus for 30 bucks. You can get US Mobile's deals, which are insane. Where is that tab? Right? $18.80 a month or $25 a month. So really good options from a plan perspective, and you can save money on the device. I threw in a Galaxy S25, half price. If you really want to save, Galaxy S23 is honestly probably awesome. You could even get the Ultra starting at $365. S23 unlocked under $200. If you upgrade that to, let's say, excellent condition, you splurge on that, $250. That is a great value for that phone. If you're an iPhone person like me, you could do an iPhone. Honestly, an iPhone 13 is probably not bad. iPhone 13 for $240. Like, you're spending $240, you're getting a great iPhone at a great price. If you want the dynamic island, upgrade that to the iPhone 14. Oh, take that back, upgrade that to the iPhone 15. $373. Okay. And again, great price for the phone. And then you save a whole lot of money on the service. If you wanted to do a deal, I think the deal we covered at the start of this stream from Visible might be one of your best options. iPhone 17e on us. Here's the caveat though. You're on the Visible Plus Pro monthly plan, which would be $40 with the $5 off promo. And you can't switch that, and you're stuck for 24 months. That said, you're getting $600 back via service credits over 24 months, which is pretty huge. And that might be a really great option for you. I think, see terms, join visible, purchase an eligible device on a device payment or at full retail price. So you have to actually purchase the device. And so that would, that would mean your net payment is probably around $25 a month. For the device. So net payment would be $40 a month. $40 a month for a phone and service is not bad. It's not bad. But that's what I would suggest. Yeah. I'm on Xfinity Mobile. Unlimited intro for $150 a month for 5 lines. Is that a good deal? $150 divided by 5, $30. Yeah, I'd say that's fine. Xfinity sometimes has pretty good device deals too. If you're saving money bundling with home internet, that's fine as well. I don't think, could you save a little bit of money? Probably, right? If you had 5 lines, all on US Mobile Unlimited starter, 25 a line, that would be $125. So that's not nothing, especially with taxes and fees being included on US Mobile. So that could be something to consider. But I mean, if you needed a better plan, you could maybe do visible. But yeah, it's hard to say. Here's the thing. Here's one thing. If you really wanted to save money, if you know how much data each line needs, check this out. You can go to US Mobile's website. They have these pooled plans, okay? It costs $8 a line to add a line to a pool. So you have 5 lines. Let's say each line needs only 4 gigs of data per month. Honestly, pretty reasonable. $67 a month total, $13.40 a line. That is such a good deal. If you need more, let's say 50 gigs. What is that? 50 divided by, 10 gigs per line per month. Probably more than adequate. $112 a month. That would save you a cool $38 a month, which is over $600 a year. So could be worth it. Could be worth it. You just need to know how much data you need. So I hope that's helpful. What do you think about 5G home internet through Verizon? I have Unlimited Ultimate, and it seems pretty decent, but just wanted your opinion. It has good discounts included, AP discount, and more. 1 second. It's freaking nuts is what this is. Ugh. I actually have Verizon 5G home internet, and this depends solely on how good Verizon service is in your area. In my specific location, it is horrendous. This product, for me, is more or less unusable. I haven't really plugged it in. I should probably cancel it. It's super expensive. I'm overpaying. Not worth it for me. But I can show it on stream and write it off as a business expense. But yeah, you need to make sure that your Verizon service is good where you are. In my area, I am on a cell edge, and sometimes I can pull 240 down and 3 up, and sometimes I just 5 down, 1 up, or whatever. So it's not good. So that's what I would say. Thoughts on the newly announced 4A and 4A Pro? This is from the company Nothing. I'm actually curious to check these out. I only know, whoa. I really like this design. So we're looking at the 4A Pro. The silver would probably look super sweet. What were the phones we're looking at? 4A and 4A Pro. So let's offer shop all phones. Oh, their website. Not the biggest fan. So 4A Pro, silver. And we've got the Nothing 4? 4A. 3A, 3A, 3A. I don't see a 4A. Just the 4A Pro. The 4A Pro looks awesome, though. All metal jacket. That'll be really nice. I think I heard from the Waveform podcast, the silver one is the one to get, but the dark one on the website looks really good to me. This does not look. That feels like a start of a serial killer movie or something. Hopefully I'm not the only one just getting those vibes. Yeah, in the back, that's cool. That's pretty nifty. Yeah. World's first 140x ultra zoom. Yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. Is a Cricket free iPhone 16e the best iPhone offer currently? Maybe. iPhone 16e. I wouldn't recommend that phone though. I would get the 17e. New customer, your price $0. You have to be on 2 months of the $60 a month plan today, and then I guess you can switch plans. Must open a new account and bring your number on a new line with minimum $60 a month voice plan. First 2 months of service and tax due at resale. Seen terms and conditions. Start main credit account. Second month's account will remain subscribed to the $60 a month plan for 2 months. Okay. Credit will be lost if service is canceled. Credit is not redeemable for cash. Requires new account report in, new lines. Limit 4 phones per customer. General. How does it? Do they not say if you have to keep the plan? I would lean more towards visible over Cricket. That's my take, right? Like if we do plans, phone plans, and whoa, someone got a new website. Okay, Cricket, I see you. I see you. Monthly plans. This is crazy. Okay, how do I see multiple lines? Multi-month plans? Where do I see the multiple lines? This is like hurting my brain right now. Supreme Unlimited. That's the 60. View plan details. Okay. Now we're on the old plans page. My gosh. Which I guess is the... Where were we just at? All plans monthly? Oh, it's the all plans page. Anyway, 4 lines is making it $130 a month. And visible would be $40 a month flat. So 40 times 4, give or take, is $160. And that is technically more than Cricket. So I guess you're right. I guess Cricket's better, but I would spend the extra and get the 17E. That's my hot take. So Cricket charges the same per line for how many lines you buy. Do they charge it individually? Is that why? Like $120 a month up front, or $120 up front for all 4 lines. I'd imagine you could convert them. I don't know. Oh, yeah. GS, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I got you. I got you. Stetson, is there a website that will give you tips on how to port out from Verizon to US Mobile? Verizon is being complicated. I never ported my number. Thanks. Funny enough, my website, well, this humble little site, bestphoneplans.net. Check this out. Check this out. So if you head on over to bestphoneplans.net, news, we have a fancy little search icon, and we can do Verizon. Oh, we can spell Verizon correctly. How to get your Verizon number and transfer PIN. I guess I need to add an and then in there. But this has the full step-by-step process and a full video tutorial. Basically, with Verizon, you dial pound port, which is pound 7678. Verizon will text you a link to generate your PIN and your account number. And if you have the My Verizon app installed, it will open you to that page. You tap generate PIN, you're good to go. You can see this was what my PIN was and my account number. If you do not have the Verizon app installed, then it'll just load in Safari and you'll get that. And then this article also walks you through the exact navigation steps to follow to find it in the Verizon app. You're going to account, you're going to edit profile and settings, you're going to number transfer PIN, and then generate PIN, and then you've got it. That layout might have changed, the looks might have changed, things like that. But I hope that's helpful. Yeah. That's crazy. Stetson, when does US Mobile typically do crazy deals like a $12 a month annual plan a few months back? Black Friday, Cyber Monday. That's it. Yeah. They have been running deals pretty much all year, though. They're just not going to be as good as the Black Friday deals. The current ones are the tax refund promo. Allegedly ends in 2 hours. But yeah, $25 a month and $18.80 a month. These are fantastic. And yes, you could wait and potentially get a better deal later in the year, but it's more beneficial for you to start saving money now. So that's what I would say. Jared is asking about when will Coverage Map get the option to compare two carriers at the same time. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think we have that feature in the works at the moment. Yeah, if you need a plan now, buy a plan now. That's, Tommy, you're exactly right. All right, guys, I am wiped. I'm super tired. We've been going for over 2.5 hours, so I'm going to call it here. You all are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Monday live stream. Of course, special shout out and thank you to Back Market for sponsoring this live stream. If you're looking for a refurbished phone, check out Back Market. They are the leading online marketplace for refurbished devices. My dad literally just bought an iPhone 15 Pro from them and said it was in great condition. $455 as opposed to over, I think I spent like $1,500 on this iPhone. So you can get an unlocked phone at a great price. It's refurbished, so it's better for the environment. And Back Market protects your purchase with their free 30-day returns and 1-year warranty. For a limited time, you can score $20 off your purchase using code BYOD20. So check out Back Market if you're interested at the link below. I think you'll be surprised at how affordable some of their devices can be, especially some of their Android devices, like the Pixel 9, for example. $387, like really, really awesome. Pixel 9 Pro, or treat yourself to an Ultra, right? Galaxy S24 Ultra, superb device, and starting at $736. So there you go. Thank you to Back Market, and thanks to you all for watching. You're amazing. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing this. You all are amazing. So thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you soon. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.